Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 902nd edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small bleep energy. It is Monday, November 28th of 2022. It is good to have you guys in today. Pardon me. I wasn't quite ready. Wasn't quite ready yet, but I am now. I am now. As always, we are multi-streaming live. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm ready. Hang on, guys. I don't think I have the camera set up. Let me make sure. Oh, I knew it. Hang on, guys. Hang on. We do it live. For whatever reason. Yeah, for whatever reason. All right. So now, it looks like my camera slider doesn't appear to be working. Yeah. Or not my camera slider, my camera. So I use my iPhone for a couple of my cameras, and it appears that a couple of them. It appears that this one is missing, and it's absolutely critical because I've got to be able to. Yeah, I've got to be able to function with this camera because I have a sneaking suspicion. Just given how petty people are these days, that that I could be copyrighted. So give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just gonna fix my camera here quickly. So what I do, guys, is the iPhone is actually a very good alternative. It's a very good alternative as a camera because it is high definition and you can use it to stream. And the weird thing is that after I know the studio inside and out. I wired everything. And of course, a reboot and a restart and all that throws things out of whack. So, all right, let's try it now. Hey, there we go. So now that that is fixed, let's calibrate. Let's calibrate the angle, shall we? There we go. So that is the camera slider. So now I'm going to come over here. Yeah, I see what the deal is. There we go. That looks a little better, doesn't it? Hi, guys. All right. That looks a little better. I think I can live with that. All right. I think I can live with that. Yeah. Yep, I can totally live with that. Okay, very good. Yes. We do it live, guys. We do it live. This is how we do it. You guys know how this goes. Anyway, as always, we are multi-streaming live simultaneously to Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, MGTOW.tv, Manosphere.tv, DLive, Rumble, and of course, in crystal clear, high resolution 4K to Sharpe stream, which is absolutely free on the App Store and the Google Play Store for iOS and Android. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. Jesus. Quick announcements before we get started here. If you like the video, prove that you like the video and hit the like button. If you are a fan of the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have a strong opinion, whether you agree or not, drop me a comment and let me know what you think. And last but not least, share these videos with anyone who pees standing up if you think they can use this content. If you're not getting notifications from YouTube when I go live, and let's face it, you don't, you need to get your hands on the Sharpe Stream mobile app. Now, here's the thing. The whole Danas Wodob, and you guys can chat the people. You guys in the chat can let them know what that means. I try to say things backwards so as to not get flagged. So my YouTube rep actually made a lot of sense. He says, well, the reason why all of your subscribers are not getting your notifications is because your subscribers are subscribed to other channels. And if they are subscribed to other channels, YouTube won't send them notifications every single time somebody goes live or somebody drops a video. That is one reason, I guess, why people aren't getting notified as to when I go live. I have 158,000 subscribers. Honestly, I probably think that maybe 50 of you guys get notifications when I go live. I will most certainly seek to fix that. I will most certainly seek to fix that. And at any rate, download the Sharpe Stream app, enable notifications, and you'll never miss another notification when I go live. The app is absolutely free. It is available for iOS and Android. Now, when you download the app, not only will you be notified every time I go live on any platform, you also get access to all of my premium live content absolutely free. You get access to my dating show breakdowns, my exclusive live streams, Red Pill Theater, where I do breakdowns of movies from a red pill perspective, and anything else that is not safe for YouTube. Again, you can watch all of this live for free exclusively on the app. However, if you miss the live shows and you want to get access to all of the replays, as well as the massive archive of my over 30,000 hours of premium content not found anywhere else, become a Sharpe Stream member and or a patron for less than 17 cents a day. Now, as a Sharpe Stream member and or patron, you also get access to the podcast versions of my live streams, just like this one, which is all the content without any of the small talk, shilling, or me running my mouth about things you care nothing about, like my sponsors, my ebooks, or my bowling scores. To sign up, go to sharpestream.com or patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe to get notified. Guys, it is finally out. It is finally out. I released it over the Thanksgiving weekend. It is finally out. How to Train Your Woman. One of my signature ebook, How to Train Your Woman. I released it. I wanted to release it on Black Friday. On Black Friday, but we ran into some issues, and we ended up having to release it. We released it that day, but it ended up being released a little bit late. Guys, the reviews are in. Guys love the book. I've got guys telling me that they would have paid $100 for the book. Thank you, Donovan. A lot of guys are asking me if it could possibly save their relationship. I don't know. I don't know that training a woman could ever save a relationship. I think that if a relationship is flawed from the start, I think it's doomed, but it is what it is. But you still need to pick up the book. You need to pick up the book. It is only $13. It is available right now. It is available to everybody right now. So be sure to pick that up. There we go. Excellent. Okay, perfect. All right, it is good to have you guys in today. I hope that everybody had a fantastic holiday weekend. I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. I actually didn't eat as much as I thought I would. I don't know if that's good or bad. Who knows? But everything seems to be on the up and up. I swear to God, I think I keep hearing my hamster on the right-hand side. All right, let me get down to business, guys. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, boy, we are off to a rough start here on TSR Live. Later on in the show, of course, I am going to react to the not so lovely, not so talented Drew Afwalo. Personally, I don't have anything against Drew. You know, but I think I got about 60 or 70 emails and about 6 or 7 messages telling me, hey, you need to react to this Drew Afwalo thing. She's actually got a podcast now. So I said, all right. So I pulled up the podcast and we're going to take a look. I'll be watching it for the first time, along with a lot of you guys. So you guys will get the organic response to the video. Also, I'm going to react to a couple of Just Pearly Things clips. I'm going to react to a couple of Just Pearly Things clips. The first reason why I'm going to start reacting to these more is because Pearl offers tremendous value. She really, really does. These conversations that she has, the knowledge she drops, it's incredible. It really, really is. She's come a very long way in a very short period of time. This is through hard work, dedication, and just flat out knowledge and just acknowledging the traits of modern women. Pearl does that. The second reason why I'm going to start reacting to more Pearl videos is to piss off black people. Nigatube seems, it appears that Nigatube is really, the black community, go figure, is really Pearl's biggest detractors. And if there is anything I love sticking my nose in, it is anything that the community does not like. When Nigatube says they don't like something, I absolutely have to go in and find out what they don't like about it. Absolutely. Well, Nigatube seems to think that the lovely and not so talented Danica Marie is somehow in competition with Pearl. Not really understanding that, but it is what it is. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm dude, I love pissing those fuckers off, man. I love pissing those fuckers off. All I have to do is say 3 key words. All I got to do is say O'Shea, Obsidian, and Danica, and Nigatube comes after your boy. I don't give a fuck. Fuck those guys. I don't have time to be watching everybody's response videos and da-da-da-da-da-da. Busy Izzy 87, $2 says, Abba and Preacher now getting on Pearl. She should thank them. That's going to be free. That's going to be free marketing. That's going to be free marketing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with what Pearl does. I think we all know this. This is all professional jealousy. And it's interesting. I'm not surprised that Abba and Preach are now going after Pearl. They're going after Pearl for the same reason they went after Fresh and Fit, because Fresh and Fit were on their heels. Fresh and Fit were on their heels. Now, Fresh and Fit has cracked 1 million subscribers. After that minor setback in 2021, Pearl will absolutely crack 1 million subscribers. Hell, she may even pass Fresh and Fit. But we do know this. We do know that Pearl and the Fresh and Fit podcast will 100% pass Abba and Preach sometime within the next 12 to 18 months. So it stands to reason why Abba and Preach are talking about Pearl, because Pearl, she's got the eyeballs right now. So, and by the way, my boxing offer still stands. Preach, if you want to get in the ring with me and get your ass kicked, you know where to find me. You know where to find me. I am also going to be reacting to a Fresh and Fit clip. A Fresh and Fit clip where a woman tried to snowflake. She tried to snowflake and act like she was somehow special or above certain people. This is literally Cap City. Stop the cap. We're going to take a look at that. But first, first,
stopped worrying about after
we are going to, and I should have had this pulled up. We are going to we're going to look at a TikTok video from an old friend of ours. Not really an old friend of ours. It's actually an old friend, maybe, of Pearl. Maybe an old friend of Pearl. What the hell is Danika's whole ass doing up there? Hold up. My bad, y'all. My bad. This is unprofessional of me. Y'all don't need to see. Y'all do not need to see Danika. Hold up. My bad, y'all. I got you. Damn, Danika, where the hell you at? There she is. Booty shake. There it is. Okay, there's Danika. Okay, so that's Danika. That's Nina. All right, very good. AKA the chameleon. Anyway, this is so the woman on your screen, if she looks familiar to you, if you think you might know who she is, you're probably right. You see, the woman on your screen a while back did an interview. She did an interview with Pearl. And during that interview, she talked about the fact that she expects her fiance to give her a $200,000 engagement ring. Now, she is not a friend of Pearl, as Dr. B84 asks in the chat. I think she was just someone that Pearl met on an Instagram reel, and the delusions, well, the delusions were the delusions. We all knew exactly what it was. We all knew what it was. We knew that she was, you know. Oh, that's what that is. Sorry, guys. Hang on. My apologies. There we go. So it wasn't my hamster. It was the camera slider. Got caught up. Oh boy, I'm rusty as a motherfucker, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. DeRay Davis says she's got to be kidding, right? I'm afraid not. Devin, if you're in the chat, could you pull up that Instagram? Okay, this clearly is not going to work, so that's it. It's gonna move it halfway. There. Jesus. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Devin, if you would, find me the video. Find me the video where Pearl is interviewing this delusional heifer. I greatly appreciate that. Anyway, so her handle is called Sparkle Queen. It's called #GreenScreen. Or something like that. Sparkle Queenia. I don't know. It says, the things I stopped worrying about after I turned 31 and still never had a relationship. Away we go.
the things I stopped worrying about after I turned 31 and still never had a relationship. My biological clock. Recently, I've been picturing my life 10 years from now, and I don't see children in it. So if I don't see children in it, why am I stressing about having them one day? I'm not. How often I was going on dates. I found that dating apps really made me so much more anxious and worried about how many dates that I was going on, because I felt like if I was spending all this time on dating apps, I should have something to show for it, which would mean a certain amount of dates, at least 1 to 2, sometimes 3 a week. But now actually I'm going out on at least 1 to 2 dates, sometimes 3 a week, and I'm not even thinking about it or planning it. It's just from meeting people organically because my energy is so lit. Comparing myself to my friends and peers in relationships. Once you stop comparing yourself to people for everything and anything, whether it's jobs, fitness, how your bodies look, your hair, your makeup, once you can let go of comparing yourself to people for anything, you will 100% stop comparing yourself to people who are in relationships if you're single. Because you can't compare yourself to anyone else. They're not you. You are not them. You are living a completely different experience than them. Who likes me and who was checking me out. Now, this one has been a huge game changer for me when I go out. We're gonna work on this too, but as soon as I stopped craning my neck, looking over my shoulder, being the person looking at the door when new people came into the bar, I started actually getting more approached by men who just came up to me and said, I've been noticing you, I've been watching you, I checked you out. And I'm like, me? Really?
This bitch.
Finally, there's so many other things that I have let go, but finally, for what's going to make this list, what other people think about my singleness. Stop caring when people are like, oh, are you seeing anyone? No, but yes. The things I...
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So you guys know how I do it with TikTok videos. I typically... there we go. So, and thank you to the lovely and talented Devin for finding this video for me. So you guys know that I like to watch the TikTok video through, then I'll watch it through again, and then I'll react to it. But let's watch this. This is from a long time ago. I think this might be from over a year ago. I think it might be from over a year ago. But this is the interview that Pearl did with this queens, about a $200,000 ring. And the delusion it just blows me away. And yes, at the bottom, that's what she really looks like.
Guy that makes less money, but he's a hard worker. Like, he's ambitious.
Yeah.
Let's say he just started his own business, but he makes $45,000 a year. Would you date him?
He wouldn't be able to afford my engagement ring. I'm getting an 8-carat cushion cut vintage engagement ring.
Whoa!
If you make $45,000 a year, it would take you 4 years? No. 8 years to afford my
how much?
ring?
I don't know anything about rings. How much is that?
About $200,000.
Girl, you want a $200,000? Are you insane?
My ring has to sparkle from across the street. Like, you have to
What?
that shit. It's gonna blind people.
Yo, look, man. I say this all the time. Women can have whatever preferences they want. Whether they're delusional, unrealistic, that doesn't mean that a woman can't have preferences. Okay? A woman has a right. A woman has a right to have preferences. Devin, get the door. A woman has a right to have preferences, but look at the woman on your screen. Look at the woman on your screen. Ain't nobody buying that a $200,000 ring, fam. Ain't nobody buying this woman a $200,000 engagement ring. It's just not going to happen. Let's call a spade a spade. You don't look good enough for a $200,000 ring. You just don't. You're overweight and you don't take care of yourself. That's just all there is. That's just all there is to it. Maybe somebody give you an Aura ring as an engagement, right? And again, this woman can have whatever standards she wants. Doesn't mean she's gonna get it. But the thing is she actually is serious about this. It's incredible.
But that's so superficial. That's so superficial.
But it's about so much more than that. It's about the fact that you can afford that, right? I go to yoga with this girl who has an 8-carat diamond engagement ring. She owns a weed company and drives an Audi. So it's about more than just it's about the fact that you can.
Yeah, but sweetie, what's your girlfriend look like? She says, I've got a girlfriend who got an 8-carat whatever cut $200,000 engagement ring and she drives an Audi and blah, 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 blah. What's the difference between her and me? Looks. Number one, men don't invest in land whales. They don't. Men don't invest that kind of money into women who look like this. They just don't. You are not easy on the eyes. You are clearly overweight, but you still think you deserve a $200,000. And the thing is, she's talking about it like it's a love for bed, like it's no big deal. Oh yeah, my engagement ring is going to be $200,000. Yeah, sure.
Can afford that.
Okay, well, I'm just thinking, like, you're gonna miss out on a lot of guys because I'm telling. No, but not in a good way. Not in a good way.
No, look at that.
I'm telling you, like, if my mom asked for that from my dad would have told her to go find a new boyfriend.
There you go.
There's no way in hell he's going to spend $200,000 on an engagement ring. Would you be
real shit? So now,
stopped worrying about.
So now we're going to react to this video. So now that was what, year and a half ago. Now these are things that she stopped worrying about after she turned 31 and still single. So clearly, her quest for the $200,000 engagement ring, not doing so hot right now. Not doing so hot. Let's continue.
After I turned 31 and still never had a relationship. My biological clock. Recently, I've been
okay. Let's
picturing
okay. Let's just let's hold
my
up.
life 10 years.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's just go ahead and address this. Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. And no, I'm not talking about her. Actually, yes, I am. But let's go ahead and get this out of the way. What the fuck is up with those eyes? What the fuck is this? Guys, I've seen some pretty crazy makeup in my day. And those men of a certain age, you guys remember when girls used to go to the club? They used to put glitter on themselves. You guys remember that? You guys remember the glitter? I actually thought it was kind of hot because it was like, okay, all right, they're sparkly, blah, 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 blah. Kind of a badge of honor. You know, you're at Denny's with your boys the next day. You've got glitter all over your face and neck area. Oddly specific, I know, but I promise I'm not talking about myself.
Stop the cap.
Who pushed that button? I was not talking about me.
Stop the cap.
Okay, maybe I was. Anyway, I've seen some very unique, makeup. And some girls are very good at coming up with different, unique makeup trends that people haven't seen before. This is not it. This is not it. This is fucking terrible. This is absolutely fucking terrible. This does not make this woman look any better. It makes her look worse. It makes her look worse. And what's up with what's up with the head lice? What's up with the lice in her hair? Are those head lice that she has in her hair? Did the weave come from a foreign country? Was the weave not cleaned? I'm not understanding why are those head lice or are those ticks? I don't know. Either way, we're not off to a good start as far as this woman is concerned. Vaughn says glitter on you pre-selection. Oh yeah. Yes. Yep.
Oh, and I don't see children in it.
Hold on, let me rewind that a little bit. So what she just said is let me just rewind this. This is funny. I had to address the elephant in the room first, guys.
Recently, I've been picturing my life 10 years from now, and I don't see children in it.
Oh, recently? So she's not worried about her biological clock anymore, and she's recently looked at her life and she doesn't see children in it. Guys, this is a woman who, like Rollo Tomasi says, is making her necessity a virtue. Here's what I mean. Ain't nobody putting babies in her. Not gonna happen. Nobody is putting babies in that. Sorry. Nobody is putting babies in that. I'm actually pointing the opposite way, but it looks good on camera. Nobody is putting a baby in this. She is not dude, the most attractive thing on this woman is her teeth. She has beautiful teeth. I will give her that. But just like Kyle 2020 just said, she's resigned to her fate. That's exactly what's happened. Guys, this is exactly what men actually do the same thing sometimes. They'll say, I don't like fitness bitches, or I don't like hot girls. Sure you do. You just can't get them. Oh, I would never date a girl with fake tits. Sure you would. You just can't. Oh, I would never commit to a stripper. I was Captain fucking Red Pill, and I committed to 6 of them after I found this community. Not trying to hear it. So it's very easy for her she's trying to convince us that she no longer wants kids, but she's trying to make us think that the decision was made by her, when in actuality, it appears that the decision has been made for her. And so now she is here telling us, you know what? I don't really see kids in my life 10 years from now. Translation. No niggas ain't trying to knock me up. That's all there is to it. When a woman says that I don't see children in my life, she knows that she no longer has the sexual market value to make a man want to put babies in her. That's all there is to it.
So if I don't see children in it, why am I stressing about having them one day?
You don't, just because the reason why, no, you are stressing about these children because you know you will never have them. Nice try though. And yeah, she's got about 5 pounds of weave in. This is all bad.
I'm not
how often I was going on dates. I found that dating apps really made me so much more anxious and worried about how many dates that I was going on, because I felt like if I was...
Merch, here's something else that I'd like to point out. Here's why you know this woman is a basic bitch. Here's why you know this woman is a basic bitch. This is another reason why this woman isn't wifed up or in a relationship or has never been in a relationship. Look at her fingernails. Absolutely no fingernail game. No, dude, the fingernails aren't polished. Like, look, you don't have to go all out and get the acrylics, right? You don't have to go all out and get the acrylics. You know, getting your nails done every other week, it's expensive. Trust me, I know. Right? But, bitch, you can't go out and spend $6 on a bottle of nail polish just to make you look a little bit feminine? Like, truthfully, if not for these rings on her finger, we wouldn't know if this was a woman or not. We would have questions about whether this person, the person that these fingers belong to, we would be questioning whether or not she was an actual woman. If you are a female, look, dude, this bitch spent $75. This bitch spent $75 per eye on her makeup. You can't spend $6 for a bottle of fingernail polish? Ay. Get it together. Get it together, sister.
I was spending all this time on dating apps. I should have something to show for it, which would mean a certain amount of dates at least.
Oh my God. Did you hear what this woman just said? What's frustrating about dating apps is that I have nothing to show for it, which is a lot of dates. No, sweetie. You see, if you're on dating apps, the only thing that's worth having to show for being on dating apps is a relationship. She thinks it's a failure to be on dating apps and not have as many dates. Never mind that she's not talking about relationships or marriage or anything like that. Nope. She's disappointed that her being on dating apps has not gotten her more dates. I know why she hasn't gotten as many dates as she thinks she deserves on dating apps. Because she's black, she's overweight, and she's not attractive. Those are the reasons. She's black, she's overweight, and she's unattractive. Black women are the least desired women on dating apps. Overweight women are also the least desired women on dating apps. Unattractive women, 3 for 3, the least desired on dating apps. So when you fit into those categories, you shouldn't be surprised. You know, I think this queen chick is, I think this woman, correct me if I'm wrong here, maybe I'm misreading this, but this bitch strikes me as the type of bitch who thinks she might have white privilege. This bitch actually thinks that she might have white privilege. That's why she thinks, this is why she thought that because her hot white friend got a $200,000 engagement ring, she thought she deserved the same. Yeah. This bitch thinks, okay, all these white girls getting piped down on Tinder on the regular, I should be experiencing the same thing. Nope. Not how it goes. You are a black woman who is overweight, who is unattractive. You will do no such thing.
At least 1 to 2, sometimes 3 a week. But now actually I'm going out on at least 1 to 2 dates, sometimes 3 a week. And I'm not even thinking about it or planning.
Dude, these eyes are terrible.
It's just from meeting people organically because my energy is so lit.
Meeting people organically because my energy is so lit. Yeah, translation, you're thirsty. That's probably why you go on dates, because you actually hit on dudes.
Comparing myself to my friends and peers in relationships. Once you stop comparing yourself to people for everything and anything, whether it's jobs, fitness, how your bodies look, your hair, your makeup, once you can let go of comparing yourself to people for anything, you will 100% stop comparing yourself to people who are in relationships if you're...
She's drinking the all-time favorite... She's drinking the all-time favorite drink of the American black woman, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Yep, she's drinking Coca-Cola. Guys, this is cope. This is cope. She knows she ain't shit. She knows she's never gonna be shit. She knows dudes only want her to smash her. She knows she'll never be in a relationship. And so now she's gonna take a sip of that Coca-Cola and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna compare myself. I'm not gonna compare myself to these bitches out here who are also in relationships. What does that mean? Yeah, this is why women go crazy when they get engaged and they show off the ring. You see, a woman who gets engaged or is in a long-term relationship with a man of value, that is the equivalent of a man who gets laid on the regular by attractive women. Let me repeat that. A woman who is engaged or in a long-term relationship with a man of value is exactly the same as a man who can sleep with attractive women all the time. Sleeping with attractive women is not easy. It's not. Well, neither is getting a ring. Oh, never mind. That's Penelope.
You're single because you can't compare yourself to anyone else. They're not you. You are not them.
Yeah,
you are living a completely
hear all this
different
cope?
experience
Yeah,
than them.
yeah.
Who likes me and who was checking me out. Now, this one has been a huge game changer for me when I go out. We're gonna work on this too, but as soon as I stopped craning my neck, looking over my shoulder, being the person looking at the door when new people came into the bar, I started actually getting more approached by men who just came up to me and said, oh, I've been noticing you. I've been watching you. I checked you out. And I'm like, me?
Stop the cap.
Dude, yo, ain't nobody approaching this bitch. Nobody's approaching this girl. Nobody's approaching this girl. You look like you bite your fingernails. I don't know what the fuck's going on with your eyes, and you got head lice. Bitch, you should have got, dude, like you should have been checked for head lice back in what, the 5th grade? But no, she has us believe, she wants us to believe that because she's not all the time, dudes are like, ooh, something's different about her. Let me go. No, that's not happening, girl.
Stop the cap.
You are lying through your teeth. This does not happen to you. It doesn't. Fuck out of here.
Really? And finally, I mean, there's so many other things that I have let go, but finally.
Oh no. Oh boy, I did not notice this the first time I saw this. Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst. You guys, this is an overweight woman who has no tits. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no. No. Oh, God. Look, man, it's one thing to be overweight. But the one thing that overweight women can sort of hang their hat on, maybe feel better about, maybe is the fact that they have big bazoombas, right? Yeah, they're sloppy, and when you lay down, they're pointing at the ground, but at least you've got some bazoombas. You got something to work with. But this woman is overweight and has 0 tatas. Like, guys, check this out. I'm not proud of it, but you guys know I'm overweight. I got bigger tits than this bitch. That's nothing to brag about, but that's what's happening. Baker19 says, cue the Mario drop. Yep, you know it. Oh, damn it. Dude, I swear to God. There we go. Yep. Yeah, this is bad. This is all bad. And I've known a couple of overweight girls who are not so well endowed in the chest area. Instead of wanting a $200,000 ring, maybe you should take $25,000 and get a pair of fake tits. I don't know. That would certainly go a long way and help. Now, you're not going to get that $200,000 ring, but if you were to get yourself a set of fake tits, you might be able to make a dent in it.
Finally, for what's going to make this list. What other people think about my singleness. I just stopped caring when people are like, oh, are you seeing anyone?
Stop the cap.
Women are always bothered by this. Women are always bothered by this. A woman that has not been chosen by a man. A woman, let me make sure I'm clear when I say this. A woman who is not chosen by a man. This is not according to me. This is according to society. Society frowns on women who are not chosen. Why? Because women who aren't chosen, we all know, are inherently flawed. And what is the most likely inherent flaw of the constant woman who is not chosen, she's a hoe.
She belongs to the streets.
She's a hoe. Of course, women all feel some type of way when their friends and family ask her, oh, you're still not married? You're not seeing anybody? But here she is. She wants to act like, because she's telling us it doesn't bother her, that it doesn't actually bother her. It bothers the fuck out of her. That's why it's on this list. And in case you guys haven't noticed, this whole list is cap. It's cap and it's cope. This is just like I said. It's a 1 liter, dude, it's a 1 liter jug of Coca-Cola. All of these things that she said that she's not worried about, she's absolutely worried about. She wakes up with this on her mind all the time, which is why she made a video about it.
No, but yes.
Oh, aren't you seeing anybody? No, but yes. Oh, so I'm not seeing anybody seriously, but I'm getting ran through by ain't shit Negroes. Got it.
The things I stopped worrying about.
Boy, oh boy. The cope is strong in that one. I feel sorry for her. DeRay Davis says, looks like she does wax her mustache. Look closely. Hey, at least she does that. Mark LeBrant says she doesn't get 3 dates a week. Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way that woman gets 3 dates a week. All right, let's move to our next reaction. Let's move to our next video reaction. So this next video reaction comes from the Just Pearly Things podcast. The Just Pearly Things podcast, which I'm told has been endorsed by the Negro Manosphere. Just been endorsed by the Negro Manosphere. And so the title of this video is called "She Said This About Fresh and Fit." And to say that this was a masterclass in projection is probably an understatement. Let's get to it.
Need to do this just to create a rational, balanced dialogue. They turn into the male equivalent of feminists, where they lose all their rationality and become emotional, and they'll start making personal remarks. The exact same thing they accuse women of doing. They go to being personal when they don't have a logical.
Who's doing that? Who's doing that? What content? What red pill content creators are acting like feminists?
Does the comment section roast you
No,
sometimes?
it doesn't. Yeah, but it doesn't bother me that they.
See, here we go. So Pearl just pulled her card. Pearl just said, okay, you're talking about the comment section. You're talking about the comment section. Guys, I'm here to tell you. Most of you guys here in the chat and who comment, you guys are ride or die. You guys are A-okay. You guys are literally why this community is here. Without you guys, none of us exist. That's a fact. However, there are commenters who make this community look bad. Ramiro already nailed it. Says she's probably referring to Black Pill. That's what she's talking about. She's talking about guys in the comment section who are black pillars. Guys who have completely given up. They genuinely hate women. King Life says the comment section in the chat roasts the chicks because the chicks act a certain way. Exactly. Just like the comment section used to love Nina until they let her talk long enough. And Nina revealed herself as a basic bitch. She's a basic bitch with an above average stretch mark laden ass. That's what she is. And it'll be a while before she comes back, if ever.
They roast me, they can say whatever they want, but the reality is it only happens when I don't talk their language, and they display the same emotional dysregulation as the feminists they claim to hate.
Yeah, this is all jibber jabber. You're talking about the comments section. If people disagree with you, they are going to tell you. That's how this works. But the people she's talking about are the black pill haters. Once again.
The feminists that say, I hate men, all men are trash. The red pill men, when you don't speak their language, it displays the exact level of femininity, irrationality, and personal remarks that we are always told that women do.
This is so funny. So she said the same thing 3 times. The same thing 3 times. The red pill community does exactly what feminists do. Well, you guys do it too. No, we don't. Nope. Sorry.
I mean, I just think it's silly to go on the internet and not expect to get bad comments.
Yep.
So on both sides.
Now just watch. So Pearl has already pulled her card and saying, look, bitch, you're talking about the comment section. Let's keep it real.
On both sides. So it's like, did you get hate comments? Does that mean the whole red pill movement? I'm the one who knows all of the people that lead the space.
Yes, she does. She knows us all.
I'm the one who's met them. You're basing your experience off of the comment section.
No, I'm basing it off the red pill community that I see.
Oh, really? So who are you talking about?
And what I find...
Okay, have you met any of them in person? Any other than me? Other than me?
Well, most
and you've
of
come
them...
See, the answer is no. See, she can't just say no. This is what women do when they know that their answer does not suffice as a qualification for what they're saying. Have you met any of them? So what Pearl is getting at is, okay, you say that men, these red pill guys, hate women. Have you met any of them personally? Right? Listen, man. A lot of people say a lot of bad stuff about me and Myron, and I mean, it is what it is. It's the internet. This is what Fresh always says. He's like, yeah, he's like, bro, I don't get mad at the hate. It's the internet. Everybody hates. I said, hey, you know what? You're right. Right? But the people that know me, the people who have met and know me personally, they generally seem to like me. I'm sure I've met people that don't like me. I'm not for everybody. But one thing that becomes very clear when you meet a guy like me is that I do not hate women. So again, she's talking out of her ass.
You came back.
Yeah.
So
no, I love this platform. Yeah. I really do love it.
So I'm saying with the red pill men that you're talking about, have you met any?
Nope.
Yeah, I've met red pill men.
Any?
No. She said I've met red pill men. See, she's skirting the question. She means content creators.
Any content creators?
No, content creators.
See?
I've been in contact with a few, but on.
Oh, I've been in contact with a few. Pearl asked you if you knew any content creators. Do you see how she tried to skirt the question? See how she tried? Well, have you met any red pill content? Oh yeah. I know red pill men. No, not what she asked you, sweetie. Red pill content creators. And what was her answer? Oh no, I'm in contact with a few.
Stop the cap.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not in contact with any red pill content creators. Why would you be in contact with red pill content creators if they hate women so much? If they hate women so much, why are they in contact with you? You let women talk long enough, they reveal their stupidity.
Line and stuff, but not in person because they're usually American.
Okay, so you haven't even dealt with them, and you're
there
making
it
an
is.
Assumption about them.
There it is. You haven't even. There it is.
I can make an assumption based on like you haven't dealt with feminists or whales or but you can make an assumption because they come for you, right?
I can make an assumption based on the ones I've talked to in real life where I was attacked.
But I've never communicated with feminists, but I've had feminists contact my workplace.
But whoa. She just moved the goalpost. We're not talking about feminists. We're talking about red pill guys. She said, I've never dealt with a feminist, but I've had feminists do.
And then try and get me fired. I've had feminists that have come for my parents' phone numbers and address. So I can make an assumption on them even though I haven't met them in real time because I live
You've never met a feminist?
No, sweetie, no. Now she's muddying the waters. The feminists that she's talking about that try to get her fired and get her parents' photos out there, those are the crazy people of the world, guys. Those are the crazy people of the world. That's it. And King Life, you've already taken my prestige. You've taken my prestige. You said, Vaughn, they go to the most triggering comments / videos that are not even RP. There you go. It is obvious that this woman has never watched, she's never watched any red pill content. She only watches clips that they cut on TikTok. That's the reason why women have such a negative view of the red pill community. But if they were ever to sit down for more than, if they were ever to sit down for more than 10 seconds, because their attention spans are like fucking gerbils or hamsters, they would clearly and easily be able to deduce, okay, these people don't hate women.
No, I'm a feminist, so you met me.
And
See?
but I can still make assumptions.
There it is. See? She said, I'm a feminist, you met me. So she just sat here and said, feminists are crazy. Well, I'm a feminist, you met me. And now she's going to jump back. Watch.
On the extremities of both red pill and feminism because I experienced both of them.
Oh, so we're going to judge the red pill community and feminism by its extremes now, are we? Huh. Got it.
life. I've had my job contacted. I've had my boss call me in and say, "This, we've been sent this." I've had feminist posts repost my videos.
That sounds like a crazy person rather than like a person that has
but
Thank you.
The extremities
Thank you.
on each end are as bad as each other.
Oh, really? Really? Name content creators who are out here contacting people's jobs and putting out their personal information. Oh, that's who she's talking about. You see, guys, along with black pill commenters, there is another subset of red pill content creators that gives this community a bad name. It's black pill content creators. It's black pill content creators. Guys who come after the red pill community because they know they won't be shadow banned or canceled, because coming after us is a good business decision. That's what she's basing this on. You see, women like her think that the red pill community is Anthony Johnson. Anthony Johnson is not in the red pill community. Anthony Johnson is black pill. Anthony Johnson is a dumb fucking dude. Anthony Johnson, he's not too bright. I used to actually think that he was pretty smart. He's not smart at all. He's not smart at all. I recently came into some information about him. Not a smart guy. Thinks he is, but he's not. But that's who this woman is basing her opinion on. She watched Anthony Johnson. She watched MGTOW Dictionary. She watched Kevin Ray Wilder. She watched John Anthony Lifestyle. She watches all of these. She watches Alex from Playing with Fire. Right? She watches all of those guys and makes that judgment. She looks at those guys as a representation of who we are. Clearly, we know that's not the case. We know that's not the case. But it's easy for women to say, "Oh yeah, they hate women." Dude, no one has ever said that we hate women. We don't hate women, and it's obvious.
It's as bad as each other. Red pill men are the male equivalent of feminists when they go to that extreme. Because what happens with both of
when they go to that extreme, but red pill men don't go to that extreme, sweetheart. Black pill men do. Right? You see, once you go to that extreme, you're no longer really red pill. You're black pill. You just want to see scorched earth. And by the way, Anthony Johnson has been banned on Twitter. And I remember his very last tweet. George Bruno actually sent me his very last tweet. He said, a lot of people want to make friends and help men, or something like that. Something like that. He says, I want to make enemies and expose frauds. You see, Anthony is the type of dude that if he finds out that you cheated on your 3rd grade math test, Donovan Sharpe's a fraud. Wait, what's that? Donovan Sharpe has a $25 overdue library book fee that he never paid from back in 1994. Donovan's a fraud. The truth about Donovan Sharpe. Any negative, like literally any negative thing about you, that's what these guys go and do and say, he's a fraud. And no, I never cheated on my 3rd grade math test. I was the kid that everybody cheated off of, and I did just fine. Desmond Montgomery, $5, says you should do a video with the chick that thinks she can work 60 hours and still be a good mother. Somebody please send that to me. Let's continue.
them is that they forget to incorporate their own experiences, and they just have this mindset of hate and anger, and they're not.
Yeah. King Life says black pillars think doxing people stops the message from being true. Exactly. Exactly, dude. Like, Anthony Johnson doxed me. Guess what? The CME has now overtaken the 21 convention. With the what did we have? 50 something people there last time? I had more people at the second CME. I had more people at the second one than the first one. I knew it was going to take off overnight. But I had more people at CME 2 than he had at the last 221 conventions combined. He's not going to talk about that, though. King Life says DS is the real deal. He Frank Castled 2 chicks that snuck into the CME dinner and told the staff to make sure Miami chicks looking for free food don't sneak in again. Y'all, I was heated. I don't want to make this about that, but I was fucking hot Oh my God. Holy smokes. I don't know how this happened. I do not know how this happened. But somehow these two Miami thoughts made their way into the Feast of Champions. Everything is roped off, and I paid a shitload of money to make that thing as exclusive as humanly possible. Oh yes. Oh yes. Soon as I saw them, I was like, I'm sorry, who are you? Like, I don't know you. Oh, we're with him. And I'm looking for anybody that can vouch for them. And they're like, no, we're with him. I'm like, oh no, nope, I said, you guys, I said it to her. I said, get the fuck out of here. She's like, okay, I was like, no, you're not going this way. You're going to leave that way. You're going to leave that way. Oh my God, I was heated. I'm like, these fucking Miami bitches think they can just go anywhere where there's free, they think they can just get access to free food and drinks. Fuck that. Fuck that. I did not pay no $5,000 for what I paid for to be shared with by some Miami hoe. Fuck no. That's exactly what happened. I kicked those bitches the fuck out of there. God, I was pissed. Oh man, I was extra pissed. Let's continue.
Listening to the argument. They just want to say, you're a woman. Oh, don't ask a woman what a man needs. Don't ask a woman about alpha. No. What?
Don't ask a woman what a man needs? See? These are all just parroted talking points.
Rationally. Have a rational discourse.
The point they're making about don't ask a woman, like, what? You're talking about dating advice?
General. Like, you can't ask a woman what an alpha is. Can't ask a man what a high value is. Well, you can't ask a woman this. What are you talking?
Who the hell said that? Who the fuck said that? See, again, dude, 99% of women who have a negative opinion of the red pill, they got no idea what we really talk about over here. They listen to guys like John Anthony, Anthony Johnson, and MGTOW Dictionary. They're like, oh, these guys really are losers. Then they actually meet us in person, and they're like, oh, shit, these guys really aren't losers.
Talking about, you can ask humans what humans do.
Yeah, I mean, you can ask.
You can ask people what humans do, but there is a difference between men and women, ma'am. Do you see how she tried to broaden it? You can ask humans. Yeah, you can. It's just not very good advice.
But usually they talk about dating advice. Like, don't take dating advice from women. It's like, are you asking the fisherman? That's usually what they're talking about.
But then wouldn't that also apply then don't ask men for men advice because you don't ask the fish? Like, wouldn't that be don't ask men for...
No, you hoity-toity bitch. No, men and women are different. You see, women don't give good dating advice. Women don't give good dating advice to men or women. Single women keep women single. They definitely keep men single. This is why we tell men, do not take dating advice from women. They will lead you astray. You can definitely take dating advice from men, but the only kinds of men you should take dating advice from are men who are red pill aware, which completely goes against her point. Let's continue.
Advice about men.
Well, see, no, because men have had to listen to what women have to say for years.
There it is.
Women don't have to listen to what men have to say.
Nope.
That's why it's so triggering a lot of times when I say things on this podcast. Like, men know what we want because they've had to listen to us for the last 20, 30 years.
But I think...
I'll be...
You see, she just wants to argue to argue. This is, again, this is sign language. The need to be right. She cannot concede anything. Busy as 87, $10 says, why can't anyone tell these women face to face that essentially what they are saying is, quote, getting a leg up in the game and not getting played by women equals hating women? That's a very good question. That's a very good question. That's exactly what this is. We teach men self-improvement as a means to an end in terms of attracting women. And part of self-improvement means not falling for the bullshit that women pull. That's not hating women. This is actually good for women. We're making men more attractive for women. Why are we the bad guys? No, the reason we're the bad guys is because we make it harder for the average rank and file man. We make it harder for women to get over on guys. We make it harder for women to finesse guys. That's why they call us woman haters. Any advice that we give to men that makes it harder for women to get over on them, you're a woman hater. No, I'm not a woman hater. I'm just teaching dudes to stay away from bitches like you. That's it.
Honest, can we define like red pill and blue pill? Because I'm just thinking like ibuprofen and Viagra. I have no idea.
I've been lost.
What the definition is? Do we have a definition?
It sounds like
St. Jim with the $2 super chat says, "Thank you for naming them. They hurt our cause." Yeah, but guys like that will eventually fizzle out. I'm told Anthony is now beefing with John Anthony, that was inevitable. Anthony Johnson beefs with everybody. He'll beef with his sister. Dude, he'll do an expose on his sister next year. Then the year after that, he'll call his father a fraud, then his mother a fraud, then finally he'll call himself a fraud. That's just the way Anthony rolls.
People that do you remember menism? It sounds like it's that versus feminism. Is that right?
Is that?
No, I mean, red pill is a praxeology. It's a study of human behavior.
Ooh! Uh-oh. See, Hafiz made her conscious about not knowing what the word praxeology means. She now knows what it means.
It is.
Okay.
But what
It's the study of human behavior. Okay, there you go.
is it in real world? Because feminism is equal rights, but really in the real world, feminism is a nightmare.
How are the masses perceiving? red
How
pill
is it in
versus
real
blue pill?
time?
What do you mean?
How is it in real life is what she meant. That's what she means. And that's where we win, is that what we talk about actually works in the real world. The actionable advice that we give men actually works in the real world. If it didn't work, no one would care. If it didn't work, no one would care. If we came on YouTube and says, "Hey guys, if you want to be more attractive to women, gain 300 pounds and live with your mom," do you think people would hate us? No, of course not. They wouldn't hate us. They'd laugh at us for 5 minutes and then forget about us. Why? Because they know that that's ridiculous. The only reason why people come after us, women come after us, is because they know what we say is true. They know that what we talk about here is the truth. That is the only reason why they have a problem with it.
Real time.
So I'm saying,
is this based off the Matrix, red pill, blue pill?
Yeah. It is.
Oh, I kind of get it.
I ain't seen it. So
You ain't seen the
It's so
Matrix.
dead. It's so shit. Everybody loves it. It's shit.
Oh, listen to her. She's like, "It's so shit. Everybody loves it." Yeah, coming from a woman. Do you see how the sisterhood of Uber Alice does its level best? Dude, this bitch does her. Dude, every woman does their level best to make sure guys don't look this stuff up. Watch.
I ain't seen it. So
He's like, "I ain't seen it." Right? That's the perfect parallel. Watch what she does.
You ain't seen the
It's so
Matrix.
dead. It's so shit. Everybody loves it.
It's so shit. Everybody loves it. No, The Matrix was actually a pretty goddamn good movie. It was revolutionary by the Wachowski brothers. A lot of times art imitates life. The Matrix was that movie. But no, it's totally shit. Just take my word for it.
I haven't seen The Matrix. Haven't watched Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Nah, no kids about
But how does the study of like human behavior correlate to the like this topic?
How does the study of human behavior correlate? This is the way humans act. The red pill is a praxeology. We're just telling people how people act. That's it.
As in, like, how does it apply to dating and advice? And
Oh my God. Okay, so this is a remedial question.
what's the dynamic?
There's
How does it apply to date? Well, so like, gosh, there's so much that goes into it.
See, there you go. Like I understand she doesn't know, and dude, Pearl is in no position to give somebody the red. I mean, dude, the red pill. It's you can't explain it in 5 minutes. You can, but it's difficult.
But it's just like women. So, for example, they study women, like, and why women do the things they do. So, like, women look for different things at different ages. So, like, for example, women, one thing they talk about is a woman's sexual market value. So, like, when she's at her highest and what she would look for when she's the most attractive to men. So, for example, women in their early 20s tend to look for looks, while women in their late 20s to 30s tend to look for security.
There you go. That's knowledge. Boom. There it is. There it is. Do you think Danica Marie would know any of this?
Nope.
Danica Marie is she's too worried about showing off her tits and ass. And the nigga community eats it all up. It is what it is. But yeah, what Pearl just said is absolutely true. And the reason why it's absolutely true is because of feminism. In a nutshell, feminism has separated the average man. Back in the day, men had to be what a woman wanted and needed in order to get women. A man had to be what a woman wanted and needed. There were a lot of men that women wanted back then, but they were rascals back in the day. They called them rascals, players, alcoholics, guys that were abusive. They were attractive. But they were losers. They're out partying every night. They're drinking, boozing, prohibition, and all that, right? The women knew, okay, John is attractive, but he will not make a good husband. So they stayed away from him, right? Instead, they went after Fred, who was everything she wanted and needed. Well, feminism has separated the two men. And so what that has done is women in their 20s date men that they want. Then when they hit their 30s and 40s, they date the men they need. And unfortunately, what feminism has done is it has split the man. And so now what a woman wants and needs, it's almost impossible to find in the same man. Almost impossible. That's what she's talking about.
And so they would say, like, these are the examples. And yeah. So
and then what makes some of them so triggered where they just spew out hate and to any woman that has an opinion?
What is she
talking? I don't know any content creators that do that. I can't help the comment section. So I think a lot of people, like, I think the difference
between some content creators like Fresh and Fit.
Whoa, wait a minute. Oh,
I would say
here we go.
I would say is very angry when he speaks. Yeah,
he called them the goats.
I don't.
So he says that Myron and Fresh are very angry and they spew a lot of hate. I'm sorry. Since when? Since when? Fresh and Fit are not angry. Have you seen Fresh's Instagram? Fresh Prince CEO is the happiest motherfucking dude I know. This nigga's got 2 Lambos, a Rolls Royce, and a different bitch every day. Trust me, Fresh loves him some women. That is the most unangry dude I have ever met. Honestly, guys, like real talk, let me just wax poetic about Fresh. Fresh is one of the coolest people you'll ever meet, man. He really, really is. He is a lot smarter than people realize. He has really good instincts and he knows how to network. He knows how to network, man. Like that dude that kid is he's a wizard. He's a wizard.
I don't think so, actually. I mean, people don't like his tone, and I think women have an issue with his tone, but no, I don't think he hates women by any means.
See, there you go. He doesn't hate women by any means. So for those of you, oh, he sold the Lambos? Damn. Oh, I gotta fight. Dude, I'm behind. Motherfucker. Okay, good for him. What did he get? Like another McLaren? I don't know. Anyway. So there you go. It's on the record. Pearl just said she doesn't think that Myron hates women. So for those of you trying to pick, no. Pearl knows what's up. She does.
Does he come across as somebody who has successful relationships with women and can have a marriage and a stable relationship with women?
Does he come across? You're asking an opinion. She says, does he come across as somebody? It doesn't matter what he comes across as. Myron and Fresh get bitches, sweetheart. Myron and Fresh could have girlfriends and wives lined up around them. Real shit. Myron wants 4 wives. He will get his 4 wives. Fresh can't beat. Dude, Fresh has so many women chasing him. He can't. Dude, he's beating them. He's got to beat them off with a stick. But right there, what she just did, that was a personal ad hominem attack. Does he come across as someone who could have a successful relationship or a successful family? Yeah, he does. Just because you say that he doesn't come across that way, that's your opinion.
Yeah, I think he could.
I don't think he comes across as that.
I mean, okay. I would disagree. I mean, I don't think they hate women. No, I don't think that.
There it is. Pearl she just stood 10 toes down. She's like, nope, I disagree.
You don't think he insults the women's mindset in general or anything like that?
No.
I don't personally look at somebody like Myron.
No, answer. Yeah, see, this is the type of woman who likes to ask a question as just so she can talk. She'll ask a question that she doesn't really want or need the answer to, but she just makes it as a statement.
A specific example of
like
something
just
he
how
said.
he speaks to women in general.
No, not how he speaks.
Specific.
So he might say something like, well, you're 20, once a woman's more than 25, she's got no value, and if you haven't got a ring, you haven't got an opinion. Women can't define high value. Women can't define...
See, now there she goes. These are not things that Myron and Fresh have said, at least not that I know of. This is her list of things that she was going... This is the same list that, like, dude, this is the same song and dance that all Fresh and Fit haters have. It's all the same. Nothing this woman is saying is original. This is not coming from her brain. These are things that she has read. And now she's on here, yet another fresh and fit detractor. Okay, we got it.
Alpha men. Women don't have can't solve any of men's problems. Women can't provide any.
Well, now that I agree with. Women can't solve a man's problems. No, women are not equipped to deal with men's problems. See, that's what she misheard. What Myron said is that women are ill-equipped to handle the problems of a man. But she heard a woman can't solve a man's problems. Most of the time, no, she cannot.
Let me start with the 20, because you're giving me a bunch. So what was the first one you said? 20 women over 25.
Yeah, they have no value.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's misogynistic.
But no,
every age has a cutoff. So every guy has a cutoff.
So your mom has no value.
Here we go. Here we go. Now we're talking about no value. No. You see how she did that? Women over 25 have no value. That's not true. No, women over 25 have a sharply declining sexual market value. But no one has ever said that women are worthless after 25. At least not that I know of. And even if that were the case, they're not talking about their worth as a person. They're talking about their sexual market value.
And I've talked to my mom about this in the sexual marketplace. No,
there it is.
Like my mom on the dating scene.
There it is.
You're telling me my mom, like, I love you, mom. I love you. He's talking about it's not personal worth. Yeah. It's sexual market value.
Black Lemur 2009 said women like this are extremely annoying. Yeah, like this woman reminds me a lot of Red, who was on Fresh and Fit. Like she's passive, like she uses passive aggressive. She speaks in misnomers. She asks questions to make statements. This conversation is done in bad faith. She has no idea what she's talking about. Richie D with a $20 super chat says, love your show, brother. You have earned my respect and full support. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. Thank you very much for that.
Value. So, I mean, most guys will date a girl for 25 if she looks good. True. So maybe he's pickier. He prefer girls under 25. The point is, women over the age of 25, typically we've had our hearts broken, and men have to deal with that. So it's easier to get with a younger girl that hasn't had trauma.
She says it doesn't mean better. You're a woman. How the fuck would you know? This is why this goes to prove what she said at the beginning. This is why we tell you do not take relationship advice from women. Remember on the hashtag How to Relationship podcast, all three of those bitches were like, well, I'd advise him to go with the girl with the higher body count because she's more seasoned, she's more experienced. What the dude, what the shit kind of shit advice is that? Date the girl with the higher body count because she's more seasoned? Fuck out of here. This is why you don't take dating advice from women.
Okay, do you want a girl with more trauma or less trauma? Guy, well, I didn't ask you.
There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, and she tried to jump in. Dude, Pearl is getting very, very good as a moderator. Watch this. He said, do you want a girl with more trauma or less trauma? Cuts right to the heart of the matter. This bitch tried to jump in. No, I didn't ask you. You're a fucking woman. We're asking the men.
That had trauma. Okay, do you want a girl with more trauma or less trauma? Guy, well, I didn't ask you. Ask the men.
Yeah.
More trauma or less trauma?
Less trauma.
More trauma or less trauma?
Less trauma.
More trauma.
Less trauma.
Okay, so
3 for 3. 3 for 3. Guys. 3 for 3. All three of those men just told this woman that they want a woman with less trauma. The older a woman is, the more trauma she has. That trauma comes from an abundance of penis in her life. These are facts. There's no such thing as a 31-year-old virgin, except for maybe Lolo Jones, and I'm not 100% certain she's a virgin. She waited too long. Nobody wants to take the virginity of a 42-year-old woman, Lolo. Dude, get your cherry pop, get it over with. Right? But Pearl just proved her point. Men don't want women with more trauma. They don't want women with more experience. Fuck out of here.
So this is as women, we listen and say, I understand that, instead of trying to argue and tell you women what they want. Yeah. And I'm not going to be offended.
There it is. What Pearl just said was exactly what I was going to say, but I lost my train of thought. Women hear it straight from the horse's mouth. 3 men, less trauma, less trauma, less trauma. What do women say? Well, you shouldn't want a woman with less trauma. This is what happens. You see, when women give us their preferences, we don't have any contentions about it. Sometimes we're like, yeah, okay, her standards are high, but listen, guys, we live with the reality that as men, we have to bring some sort of value to a woman's life to be attractive to a woman. That's just life. That's life. We understand that, whether it's height, money, looks, whatever, we accept that and we act accordingly. Women, on the other hand, they hear about a man's preferences and, oh, you're a pedophile and you can't handle a strong woman. It's always the same way. Devin says trauma equals something bad happened. Now, trauma is defined as my parents got divorced when I was 10. Then trauma was defined as I saw both my parents die when die in a car crash when I was 10. Yeah, exactly. Trauma is not trauma anymore.
Is my mom going to do well on the dating market with 10 kids?
Hell
not
no.
on the dating market, of course, no. But I definitely think, no, I didn't mean it in sexual.
No, but she said, I didn't mean it in sexual. That's what this woman said. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. When we say that a woman's value decreases as she gets older, we are speaking strictly her sexual market value. Women have tremendous modern women don't have too much value outside of their sexual allure, but there are some women out there who do bring value to the world outside of their sexual allure. They do exist. But when we talk about a woman's value in conjunction with her age, we are strictly talking about sexual market value. Nothing more.
Meant in general as a value as a person, but I can speak for somebody when I was 21 and then going to 25. I genuinely think I did more reflection and became less traumatized as I was.
Stop the cap.
Oh, so when she was 21 to 25, she was the good girl, huh? Here we go. More snowflaking.
25. I personally felt like I was so volatile at 21. I was so impulsive at 21.
I was so volatile and impulsive at 21. Translation, I was a hoe. You let women talk long enough and eventually they tell on themselves. Every single time. Well, when I was 21 to 25, I wasn't doing what most 21 to 25-year-old women were doing. But you were volatile and you were impulsive. What kinds of things? And I want to make sure I drive this point home here. Women only destroy themselves sexually. That is the only activity that a woman regularly involves herself in that makes a difference in anybody's life is fucking. So when this woman says I was volatile and I was impulsive, she fucked a lot of dudes. Women no longer just come out and say, you know what, when I was in my 20s, I was a hoe. Nope, when I was in my 20s, I was self-reflective, but I was also impulsive. Get the fuck out of here. You were a hoe just like everybody else. Fuck out of here.
As I became older, I became less of a burden to a man.
Oh, as you became older, you became less of a burden to a man. Oh, so your sexual market value is now higher than it used to be? No, that's not what we're talking about. Because short of you absolutely blowing a man away with your SEO skills, busting your ass in the gym 5 days a week and be willing to do whatever a man wants in the bedroom, dudes ain't gonna look your way because you are less of a burden. Oh, no. No. Nice try, sweetheart. Nice try.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about in
Thank
general.
you.
Humans. Yeah, we're more emotional and volatile.
I'm saying, like,
she has
in
no
general,
idea.
We're not he doesn't know your specific story.
Yeah.
But if we're talking to the men, and the men, like Andrew Tate, said something similar. Women over the age of 25,
19, he
and
said.
they're saying no.
19, he said. He gave the age of 19.
And if they're saying we prefer the women younger, like why are we to tell them what they want?
No, I think it should be with a younger woman. I really do think younger is.
Okay, now we're switching goalposts, right? Do you guys just see what happened here? Do you guys see what just happened? So Pearl just said, hey, men like younger women. What does this woman say? Oh yeah, like as a matter of fact, I agree. I think that men should be with younger women. You want to know why she just agreed to that? Only because a woman said it. If it was a man up there who said, yep, we as men, we prefer younger women, she would automatically disagree. This is why we know women like this always argue in bad faith, especially when talking to men. Especially with talking to men, they almost always argue in bad faith. She just sat here and tried to shame men for their dating preferences in terms of dating younger women, move the goalpost. Then as soon as Pearl says, yeah, men like dating younger women, oh, I totally agree, but Andrew Tate says before 19 or after 19, women are useless. Which is it? Which is it, Sweet Cheeks?
More beautiful, and especially when it comes to having kids. But it's also saying things like, oh, women can't define what makes a man. Women have no...
Now she's moving the... So again, she's moving the goalpost again. We were just... So Pearl just defeated her argument. That we say that women have no value past 25. That's not true. That's not what we mean. We talk about their sexual market value. But now she's going back to the filibustering technique. This is just, again, this is filibustering. This is rounders type stuff. This is like a monstering technique that they do to prisoners in Guantanamo Bay, right? All she does, she just keeps repeating talking points, coming back to the same thing and not making any sense.
No definition of what makes an alpha.
Well,
Alpha is a biological term.
But
a human can
the point they're making though is that, like, for a man to be alpha or to be high value, he has to be selected by other men first. Like, other men have to respect him first before the women can come in.
That's right.
And so that's
other men have to respect him, and other women have to want him. And I don't know, and guys, you guys know me. I'm never going to call myself an alpha male. I'm just, you know, I'm not even worried about all of that. Like, I don't care about labels. I try to be the best man I can be. And that does not include morally. Like, I'm going to do what's best for me and mine. That's all there is to it. Everett Overton with the $50 super chat. Oh no. Oh my God. He says that woman would go straight to my fuck room, followed by a quick pee at my patio porta potty, then out the door. Hashtag porta potty game. Nobody plagiarized that. That is the love child of me and EO. That is the love child of me and EO. You guys better not steal porta potty game. James Wingate. Oh, by the way, subscribe to EO's channel, Everett Overton, Coach EO. He is also on the Four Horsemen of Game podcast every Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. James Wingate, $5 super chat. So tell a woman what you want and need. They run through their emotional brain. And out comes something totally different. They wonder why men are tired. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Like, we tell them we want X, Y, and Z, and they tell us, well, we're not going to give you A, B, and C. No, I didn't say I wanted A, B, and C. I said I wanted X, Y, and Z. Oh, well, you're a woman hater. Can't win for losing, dude.
That's what they're talking about. It's
and
not
what
hating.
makes a woman disqualified for realizing or not being able to make? Because you can look at a monkey.
To be alpha or to be high value, he has to be selected by other men first. Like, other men have to respect him first before the women can come in. And so that's what they're talking about. It's
and
not
what
hating.
makes a woman disqualified for realizing or not being able to make? Because you can look at.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? See, at this point, she's interrupting and arguing to just argue. This is the type of woman, again, this is why I don't do debates. I do discussions. I don't debate people, I have discussions, because debates are done in bad faith. Debates, there's a purpose to a debate. There's a winner and a loser. And if there's a winner and a loser, then the discussion becomes a competition. And when something is a competition, you will do whatever it takes to win. The objective is to win by any means necessary. This is why I don't debate. I have discussions. Because again, there are a lot of people out there like Destiny who could who could make a compelling argument about the fact that water isn't wet or that the stove isn't hot. Like, he could debate someone. One guy on one side, one guy, Professor Waterman, talking about, hey, this side can prove water is wet. Destiny on the other. No, water is actually not wet. Water is actually quite dry. Destiny could win that debate. but just because you win the debate does not mean that you're telling the truth. This is why I have conversations in good faith, discussions. I don't want to get it right. I don't want to be right. I want to get it right. Too many people want to be right. This woman wants to be right. That's why she's arguing with Pearl at every turn. Pearl is she's being logical. She's being rational. This woman is not any of those things. But the only reason why it doesn't seem that way is because she's got sort of a monotone voice. She's not going crazy. She's not like this crazy off the wall feminist, right? So this is the type of woman, guys. This is the type of woman you have to watch out for. This is the type of woman you have to watch out for. Most women do not identify as feminists. They don't. But guess what? Most women subscribe to feminist ideas and ideals. I bet you this woman believes in the pay gap. I bet you this woman believes in the ridiculous EPAR statistics on college campuses and universities. She believes that kind of stuff, but I'm not a feminist. I can't stand feminists. Sweetheart, you're a feminist. You just don't know it. That's why you hate the red pill. Any woman who hates the red pill community, any woman at all who genuinely hates the red pill community, you're a feminist. You can't be you can't hate the red pill community and not be a feminist. Well, I've never called myself a feminist, sweetheart. You don't have to call yourself a feminist to be a feminist. Actions, ladies, speak louder than words.
At a monkey and decide which one's alpha. You don't have to be a monkey.
Other men other high value men have to recognize him as a part of the group.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we're kind of interchanging high value and alpha, but when it comes to high value men, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Is the other high value
She's not listening.
No, because the other high value men have to recognize him as part of the group.
And can a low value man realize a high value man?
I think
it's pretty goddamn obvious.
They can just naturally tell.
There's a hierarchy. There's definitely a hierarchy with us.
And women can tell as well.
They can't. That's a cap.
Yeah, we can tell when someone's high and low value.
You think so?
How did they interact with other guys?
And then how did the Tinder swindler get so
successful? Thank you.
As many of you know, I was just
So this whole high value man, and we'll get to the next video. We'll get to the next video here quickly. Baker19 says listening to respond. I think this is my definition of a high value man. This is just mine. And I'm not saying that this is the end all be all, because I think the word high value man, if you don't find yourself in that category of a high value man, well, that's not a high value man, right? A lot of people who like to talk about what something is not are on the outside looking in. Oh, that's not alpha. Okay, that's fine, but I didn't know that you're a curator. And this is what a high value man is, according to Donovan Sharpe. A high value man is a man who changes the lives of other people for the better. Let me repeat that. A high value man is a man who changes the lives of other people for the better. It has nothing to do with your money. It has nothing to do with how many girls you can fuck. Doesn't have anything to do with what kind of car you drive. None of that. Now, these things, the cars, the girls, the possessions, these material possessions, okay, and accomplishments can sometimes give you the look of a high value man. And yes, being able to positively influence, change, and enrich the lives of others will certainly bring about money, cars, women, and so forth. But a man who has all the money, all the women, all the cars in the world, who does not and cannot positively enrich the lives of others is a low-value human being. We have this crazy idea. That men who engage in constant hedonism are high value, right? And the reason why is because it looks like it's a good time. Andrew Tate even talks about this. The constant pursuit of hedonism doesn't make you high value. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but that doesn't make you high value. But the reason why the constant pursuit of hedonism, cars and girls and all this other kind of stuff, is because it looks like a good time. I mean, who wouldn't want to live a life where you have an abundance of women, money, and cars and all the rest of that? But if after accomplishing these material possessions, you don't feel the inherent need to help and elevate the lives of others, then as far as I'm concerned, you're not high value. Does that mean I think you're a bad person? Of course not. Listen, money, women, and cars begets money, women, and cars. You can have all the money, women, and cars you want. That does not make you high value. You might be high value to people. Here's the thing. You might be high value to people who are selfish, right? You might be high value to people who have nefarious intentions. You might be high value to people who only see value in material possessions, right? All the hoes on Fresh and Fit, they think that all these guys with yachts and Lambos, they think that those people is high value men. Think about who these women are. These are the men that women are defining as high value. But deep down, men who engage in the endless black hole of this Instagram hedonism are almost always empty inside. And the reason for that is that they are not positively elevating and enriching the lives of others. That's it. I reached that same point when I was in Las Vegas. Now, there were some legal issues that were happening in the background that may or may not have expedited my exit of the pursuit of hedonism. But in the end, my life is a lot better now that I have the opportunity to help people and make a very good living doing it. So again, let me repeat this. A high value man, as far as I'm concerned, is a man who changes the lives of other people for the better. Okay? They've got nothing to do. I don't care about your money, cars, girls you can fuck. Material possessions can certainly give you the look and feel of a high value man, right? And being able to, influence and change the lives of others will certainly bring about material possessions. But a man who has all the money and the women and the cars in the world who does not and cannot positively enrich the lives of others is not a high value human being. It's not a high value human being. Does this mean you're a bad person? No. Not everybody is altruistic in that way. And I'm not altruistic at all, y'all. And listen, I love to help men, but guys, I'm not doing this for free. I ain't doing this for free. You want to know why? Because helping men, that's a sticky business. Helping men in this day and age, it comes with a lot of risk. It comes with a lot of scars. Ain't no fucking way I'm doing this for free. Hell no. You kidding me? Are you serious? I'm not gonna work, dude. I'm not working 16 hours a day just to give away my knowledge. Fuck what you heard. And anybody who has a problem with men like us who try to make money on purpose, you're virtue signaling. Nobody works for free. Nobody works for free. Busy Izzy 87 with the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. He says, call me a hater, but that's why I don't really vibe with someone who is an entrepreneur and likes car, wink, wink. In my opinion, that channel is full of dorks who just happen to have money. That's it. I like Rich Cooper. I do. I think he's a good dude. I really do. But yeah, his audience matches the description of what this woman was talking about. It really does. And this is no slight on Rich. Rich doesn't have control over who his audience is. But yeah, Rich Cooper, a lot of Rich Cooper's audience is just nothing but negativity. All they want to do is complain. That's probably the place you should go when you first find this community, just to kind of get it all out of your system, but you can't stay in the anger phase. Because if you stay in the anger phase, eventually you succumb to the black pill. Man. Great show so far. We are going to keep the party going. I'm now going to react to a video entitled Monogamous Men Are Not Attractive. I actually did a video similar to this a while back called Women Hate Faithful Men. Let's take a look and listen.
Once, I mean, you can accept it if you want to accept it, but if you accept it, then put up with it, innit? Don't say nothing.
Yeah, because a lot of times, like, we accept it and then complain about trauma later, but
Yeah.
it's like we accepted it.
Ooh, there it is. There it is. Talking about cheating. A lot of women accept cheating. They don't leave the man after he cheats. But then they want to turn around and complain about the trauma. Bitch, you stayed. Sorry.
Yeah.
We put ourselves through it.
Yeah,
Staying.
I'll give that.
I mean, you got to think to yourself, what value you putting on yourself that you're staying?
I think a lot of women stay with men. I think when I was younger, I was like, no, I'd never tolerate a man cheating or whatever. But it's harder when you're in a relationship, especially when you're emotionally involved, for you to just up and leave.
I think modern women like...
Oh, she just told on herself. She just told on herself. Yeah, the older you get, the less options you have. That's why you're more likely to put up with infidelity.
Being cheated on.
I'm sorry, I totally missed that because I was running my mouth.
Emotionally involved.
Forgive me.
For you to just up and leave.
I think modern women like being cheated on.
Oops.
But that's because modern women think men are monogamous.
No,
Modern women are stupid then.
No, I think...
No, because the men are saying they're not
No,
monogamous.
I'm just saying, only
I love Auntie.
1 out of 3 men are either virgins or haven't had sex in the past year. If you wanted a man that didn't cheat, you could find one pretty easy.
But then...
There it is. Oh my God. Pearl just dropped the fucking mic. Dude, y'all. Yo, somebody better clip this. Pearl said 1 in 3 men between the ages of 18 and 30 are either virgins or haven't had sex in the past year. If you wanted a man who wanted to remain faithful, you could find one. Holy shit. There you go. Wow. Knowledge being fucking dropped. Does Danica Marie drop that kind of knowledge? Danica? Nope, didn't think so.
Are either virgins or haven't had sex in the past year. If you wanted a man that didn't cheat, you could find one.
Sorry about that, guys.
1 out of 3 men are either virgins or haven't had sex in the past year. If you wanted a man that didn't cheat, you could find one pretty easy.
But they're the ones that you're not attracted to.
There it is.
What?
Look,
monogamous men that often might not cheat on you aren't the ones that women are attracted to. Because
there you go. And that's the point. That's the point. See, this is why the dating world is fucked up. is because monogamy is looked at as a weakness. And in this day and age, unfortunately, it is, according to women. Women want a man who's faithful, but they don't respect men who are faithful. It's not the way they should be. It's the way they are.
women like men that are like alpha
women find 80% of men unattractive.
There
so
it
most
is.
women are sleeping out of their league or dating out of their
There it
league.
is.
And
Boom.
so if you choose to do that, that's what comes with it.
There it is. There it is. See, this is what Pearl. This is what Pearl is doing that helps men and women. Pearl dropping more knowledge. Hey, look. She just told her, hey, women are not attracted to 80% of men. They're not. 80% of men that women see, they're not attracted to. Sorry. They're not attracted to. They're only attracted to the top 20% of men. They're not alone. And so when you've got 100% of women going after the same 20% of men, yeah, there's going to be some humping around. Oops.
And on TikTok.
Oops. What the hell?
Yeah, and most of them guys that everyone goes for is going to be a select pack.
Hold up.
Women are sleeping out of their league or dating
There it
out
is.
of their league. And so if you choose to do that, that's what comes with it.
Yeah, and most of them guys that everyone goes for is going to be a select pack.
Yeah,
There it is.
That's the thing.
So the
like,
maths is not-
so I'm saying, like, if we like those guys, how can we be mad that they cheat? Because there's lots of guys that don't.
And
There
I
you
think
go.
The problem is because in society now, where we don't allow men to be polygamous, especially in the Western countries, and then that's the men that are often caught in cheating and families are breaking, whereas like parts of Asia and Africa where polygamy is a lot more accepted,
Okay.
men have their children, multiple wives, and they raise them, and their society is a lot more stable.
But don't you think that the onus should be on the men to know what they can and cannot do? So for me, if you know that you're a man who wants to have multiple women, you should know what you want and you should make that clear.
100%.
So
And by the way, noted woman hater Myron Gaines makes this clear from the jump. But he hates women. Got it.
100%. I'm not here for you being in a monogamous relationship. 'Cause I've heard guys say that where they're in a monogamous relationship, they cheat, and then they come and tell me, well, by nature, men are not meant to be babes. Then you should have known that. You should not be in a
A caveat though. I think most of the modern men don't want a second wife. They want a side piece. So they want to remain monogamous to the one that they love, but then have a little step out to
This is funny. So this man is telling these women what men want, and they're all like, no, nope, sorry.
Do you know what's crazy is that there are women who want open relationships too. So you just have to find that.
Oh, no. Yeah, listen, the only women who want open relationships are sexually attractive women. Sexually attractive women who are not married or are with sexually attractive people. Women don't want open relationships. If women wanted okay, there might be one or two that think they want open relationships, but dude, girls don't want to be fucking 5 and 6 guys. They just don't. They want to be fucking one, and it's the high value one.
But for me, I have an issue with dishonesty when a woman communicates to you and lets you know that she wants monogamy, and you say I want that too, but then that's not the reality of what you're living, because there are women. There's somebody for everybody. So if you want to,
no, there's not somebody for everybody. This is another lie. This is another lie that hurts both men and women. There's somebody for everybody. No, there isn't. There's somebody for everybody indirectly tells people that you deserve a relationship. No, you don't. You don't, dude. No man or woman deserves a relationship. No man or woman deserves sex. I don't care. No, there is not somebody for everybody. Life is a meritocracy, gentlemen. Life is a meritocracy. You get what you deserve in life. Yes, you do. You get what you deserve. It is absolutely a meritocracy. There's not, there's somebody for everyone. You want to know how that hurts both men and women? This kills the desire for self-improvement. Well, there's no need for me to lift weights. There's no need for me to self-improve because there's somebody for everybody. So I can just continue to be me, and Mr. Right is just going to fall into my lap. Darius Horton with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that very much. Says, have you ever thought about reactions to the Lapeef network? They're long, but I think your perspective on it would be worth it. No, I have not, but I will look that up. Okay, very good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
To be with someone and you don't want to be tied down. I think women are in a different age now where a lot of women don't actually want to be tied down too. So you can easily find
the only women that don't want to be tied down are attractive women who can get dicked down. This is what feminism has done. This is what feminism has done to men. This is what it's done to women. It has caused women to prioritize their sexual wants, their pursuit of hedonism, over the pursuit of a relationship.
But I think that women aren't honest with ourselves and like kind of lie, because I'm sorry, a lot of times girls will date a guy and they know he's a cheater.
Yeah,
they know he gets girls.
Yep.
It's like, what did you think would happen?
But even there's a lot of women that entertain men that are in relationships or are married, or even
There you go.
There was a guy that actually he speaks on polygamy, polygyny. So.
Oh, wait a minute. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Jay Blaze respectfully disagrees with my "there's not somebody for everybody." He says, Donovan, every woman on My 600-Pound Life has a husband or boyfriend. All right, I'll take the L on that. I'll take the L on that. I stand corrected.
For the man being able to have multiple, not women. And so he recently sort of messaged me about, would I entertain him? And I said, does your person know, that's your status? And he was like, no. I said, why would I entertain a man who speaks about it but isn't practicing it?
Okay, I don't understand why this woman is talking like she's attractive. Like, we know that the dude who slid into your DMs is not a good-looking dude. You want to know how I know he's not a good-looking dude? Because you're overweight. And good-looking dudes don't slide into the DMs of overweight women. So let's stop this. Look. I've got men sliding into my DMs all the time. I asked him if his wife knows. Sweetie, she's trying to make it sound like she's got a bunch of Justin Wallers and Andrew Tates in her DMs. And even if I were sitting right there, she'd be like, well, I never said I did. Yeah, but that's the implication. That's the implication. Just like when Nina the Pineapple called herself a woman of color. I said, Nina, dude, calling yourself a woman of color makes us think that you're trying to put yourself in the same category as a black woman. Nina gets white girl privileges. You can't call yourself a woman of color. So in that same vein, just because you can tell us stories about this guy or that sliding into your DMs, that doesn't mean these guys are attractive. That's what she's not telling us. So I've got plenty of options. Yeah, you have plenty of bad options. Those don't count.
Do you get what I mean? Like, if you come correct, that's something I can consider if it's a part of my lifestyle. But if you're going to lie, then lie. Like, why would I be entertaining that?
Girls want men to lie to them. You guys, listen, ladies, you want us to lie to you. You want to know why you want us to lie to you? Because you want the fairy tale. You want the fairy tale. You want to believe that there is that there's this guy who can get girls, but you're the one woman that keeps him from sticking his dick in other chicks. You know damn well there's nothing special about you. That's why you believe him when he tells you, I would never cheat on you.
So that's not polygyny if your partner is not aware.
Yeah.
People
Exactly.
in those relationships, they are very aware of
Exactly.
their position. They're very aware that there's other wives, there's other girlfriends, stuff like that.
Exactly.
Sir, you're cheating.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think if we accept cheating the first time, you're basically saying it's okay
No.
for the rest?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like if you accept it the first time.
Yeah, Ice Dragon Kid says if you come correct, like she's a prize. Exactly. Who the fuck wants to come correct to try to, like, if you come correct, like, sweetie, ain't nobody, like, guys, I listen, man, I try a lot. I really try hard not to be mean-spirited. But really, like, hold up.
Really, nigga?
If he comes correct, like you're, I don't know, Pearl, right? Or Nina. We're talking about girls guys want to fuck. Guys want to fuck Nina. Dudes don't want to fuck you. Guys want to fuck Danica Marie. If you don't believe me, look at my comments.
And you said, okay, you can cheat and I will stay. Then why would he not do it again?
But I feel like a man will cheat regardless, whether you stay or you don't. Because you could be then technically single and you will go back and forth with him for months or years.
Bingo. She's telling the truth.
No. No,
Do you know
some women do.
Yeah. I think
You want to know why some women do stay with cheaters? It's because 80% of men are invisible to 100% of women. That's why women stay with cheaters. That's why they stay with cheaters. They have the commitment of a man who every woman wants a commitment with. You have a guy that every woman wants. How do we know this? Well, the 80% of women are chasing the top 20% of guys. And so when he steps out on you, you think to yourself, I can either dump this guy and try to find another guy of his caliber that also doesn't cheat, or I should consider myself lucky that he chose me to be his main chick. Too many women, they're ego invested. You're not really hurt that he cheated on you. You're not really hurt. No, your ego is punctured. How dare he stick his penis in another vagina? My vagina is dipped in gold and sugar spice and everything. There's nothing special about any woman's vagina. Just like there's nothing special about any man's dick. And women always take it as a personal affront when their man steps out on them. It's not personal, literally. We've been telling women that us stepping out on them, we've been telling them it's not personal for years, decades even. Nope. If he cheats on me, I'm fucking done. That's what they tell us. What do? They end up staying. Why? Because deep down they recognize that they have a man that most women want. And there is no need to blow up a relationship just because he got a little bit sloppy smashing other chicks. Get over yourselves, ladies. Whatever tube with the $5 super chat says still waiting for the power to go out and none of this feminism will matter. Love you, bro. Also, go Pearl. She supports men more than men. Yeah, she does. She really does. Michael Matroke the fourth with the $5 super chat says shout out to Donovan Sharpe. Top G, appreciate that.
That I don't think staying the first time will mean he can carry on doing it or he's going to get away with it. I think that people are humans. I think that when we get in relationships, we have this idea of like ownership with people, and I think that's not a good thing. So people are humans. Humans make mistakes, and I think sometimes as well, unfortunately, some people don't know what they have until you're at the point of kind of losing it. And there are some men who they cheat once.
This is all just word salad,
and they realize that actually, that why did I do that? Kind of like that doesn't. I could lose. They realize what they have and what they could lose.
Dude, she has no idea what she's talking about. This is wishful thinking by her. She's telling us that a man who cheats and gets caught thinks, oh my God, I might be losing something. No, he's not thinking. He's not thinking about what he's losing. You want to know why? Because he's got a line of women around the block who would kill to have the privilege of being cheated on by a man like you. That's fucking facts. That's fucking facts. Dude, these dudes out here running around smashing Instagram models left and right that got wives at home. Those guys aren't like, oh my God, what could I possibly lose? Sweetheart, you're watching too many movies. Like when a man steps out on his woman, he doesn't think, oh my God, what could I possibly lose? No. No. You want to know why? Because men who can cheat have an abundance. That's why.
And so it kind of
wishful thinking
that they don't cheat again. I know of men like that, but at the same time,
give him 2 years, he'll do the same thing again. Man.
I don't believe that because I know real life men who have cheated once.
I don't know, 50,
and they haven't.
They get better at.
Oh yeah. Oh, see, there's her delusion. I know men who have cheated once. I forgave it, and then dude in the background said, yeah, they got better at it. Exactly. Like this is. Do you see how women can't handle the truth? This woman sat here and told us, I know men who cheated on me one time and never did again. She doesn't believe that. She doesn't believe that at all. Nope. This is why women prefer us to lie to them, because they can't handle the truth.
50 years. If you want to be like married long term, 50 years is a long time. People are their habits.
He's definitely
No, but do you know what it is? I feel like men cheat more when you tell them not to, or when you put pressure.
Oh my God, this woman is Captain fucking Projection. Men cheat more when you tell them not to? No. Men cheat more because some men cheat more because they can. Women are the rebellious ones. If you tell a woman she can't do something, she'll want to go do it. What the fuck is this woman even on the panel for?
For them to have to be monogamous. I feel like if you're not transparent,
that's childish.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah,
when
that's
women
stupid.
talk about alpha, about those are not the men that we like. Well, the two men that cheated on me, I wouldn't call them. I made them the alpha.
Oh yeah, right.
So they weren't somebody that. There's ordinary people. One was really obese. It wasn't like anybody that anybody else would want.
Yo, real shit. Auntie drops straight bombs on this motherfucker.
I made them the alpha, so as far as I'm concerned, if a man's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat.
That is a word
because everybody's on about this alpha. Yeah. You can get a man that's like an ordinary everyday man, like what they were, and according to how you are as a woman, you make them your alpha. So nobody was looking at them as an alpha.
Do you know, it's some guys.
That makes sense. And Auntie is right. Here's the problem. Women don't want those men. They just don't. And they admit that they don't.
And that is such a word, because some guys are not what a lot of women see as desirable. But I think there's something in men here that when a woman likes them, they just think, oh, I feel like it makes them feel like I'm the shit now. Boost. Yeah, there's an ego boost. And so then they start walking in that spirit, and then they think, I can do anything I want to do.
No, but wait.
What the fuck is she talking about? She is literally projecting. Dude, this woman is literally projecting. Women are the gender who, if a guy likes them, they walk around like they can do anything they want to do. Men, we're not like that. We don't have all these women throwing vagina at us. And even if we were, we don't value ourselves by the women that we can get. Maybe when we're younger, yes. But what this woman is describing is literally what women do. How do we know this? Look around you. Instagram has created more models and bigger egos than any medium has in human history. It's the women out here who walk around with this false ego about them. This woman,
What you're basically saying is that you understand why men behave the way they behave, but you still get angry at the way they behave.
No, sir. She is not aware of the way men behave, and that's why she's upset. She has no idea. She has no idea why men do what they do. She thinks she does, but she doesn't.
No, we get angry at the dishonesty.
No, because think about it this way, yeah, and this is where society is geared towards women. Like, men have to sacrifice what they have to do naturally to conform to what a woman wants. A man wants to spread his seed. That's what he's driven to.
Okay, so what he is saying is that men are made, women are born. That's what this is. Men are made, women are born. There are some men in the black pill community who think that they deserve 4 wives simply because they have a dick. That's not true. Nope. Never has been, never will be. That's what he's referring to.
You do. No, that's what he's driven to do. So I always say that men should have.
Did you hear that? She said he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to, but guess what? If he doesn't, he's a fucking loser. He gets laughed at by women. So yeah, he kind of does.
Practice discipline. I've done so myself because I know it's important to successful monogamous relationships. However, because women are given sex, like, you're born with value in terms of the sexual marketplace, a man has to earn his right to have sex.
That's right.
So when he sees an opportunity...
See, a man has to earn sex. A woman is just given it. Let me repeat that. Men have to earn sex. Women do not. I think it was Amber Rose who famously said, women fuck who they want, men fuck who they can. Nothing could... Dude, that's the realest shit that hoe ever said. That's the realest shit that slut ever said. Women fuck who they want, men fuck who they can. And the reason for this is because men have to build value, women simply have to preserve it.
He's going to take it. More time.
There it is.
That's discipline.
And can I just say that I believe that most of the time, it's nobody wants these men until he's got a woman.
Yeah, that's
true. Pre-selection.
And it's not like the women don't know, oh, he's got a woman. If he didn't have a woman, I don't think that they would want that man. But it's just that
how fucked up is that? That's got a goddamn woman.
That just makes it easy for the men to cheat.
Yeah, it's
not only that, it makes it easier for women to really not do their homework. See, women rely on the hive brain to make decisions. Women don't trust. See, women inherently know that their judgment is flawed. They know that they cannot be trusted to their own devices. So they rely on the hive to tell them if a man is attractive. The hive is basically pre-selection. If women fuck him, if they're hollering at him, if they're with him, that's pre-selection. Pre-selection is undefeated, as someone in the chat just said. Yeah, pre-selection is a beast. Absolutely.
Pre-selection, like, so historically, like, we wanted men that got other women because it was a sign that he could take care of us too, if he could take care of them.
And that's the thing, coming back to Eddie's point, I think what society doesn't realize is that men don't have to cheat. If you want multiple partners that you're going to be responsible for, which I think is possible, you need to be honest and do it. But
no, men do have to cheat, sweetheart. How do we know men? How do we know men do have to cheat? Because women can't handle the truth. The only women that are okay with a man being upfront with her about, hey, I'm gonna fuck other bitches. That's the conversation that happens behind closed doors. That's the conversation that happens behind closed doors. You can't be getting on, and I don't want to say that I'm some sort of special example to the exception to the rule, but the reason why I'm open about my relationship is because my livelihood depends on it. My livelihood depends upon my relationship transparency. The reason why you guys listen to what I have to say is because I have proof of concept. I have a successful relationship. I've written many books and courses on how to achieve such things. I would not be as successful as I am if you guys didn't know that I was successful at getting women and now successful in a relationship. Devin and I's 7-year anniversary is on January 19th, and she still walks up the stairs in the heels you see on your screen. That's what it takes. But women can't, but going back to what she said, women can't handle the truth. Women can't handle public truth. They can handle inward truth, right? They can handle inward truth. But they cannot handle public truth. If you were to tell a woman on a game show, on a dating reality show, if you were to tell a woman in front of all of her friends, hey, look, I'm going to marry you, but I'm going to have a side piece, of course she's going to tell you no. She doesn't want to look bad in front of her friends and her family. Oh my God, you going to accept that? Right? But if it's just her and him, no cameras, nobody around, be like, hey, look, check this out. Just so you know, I'm going to smash other broads. You're not going to hear about it. You're not going to see it. I'm not going to bring any diseases home. I'm going to wrap up not having any kids. I'm not going to give you any STDs. I'm not going to be sloppy about it. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to embarrass you. 12 out of 10 women would take that. And you want to know what? A lot of times, a conversation doesn't even need to be had. A conversation does not even need to be had. It doesn't even need to be had. If a woman is with you and she knows that you're a high caliber guy, you don't even have to have that conversation. She'll know. She'll know. It's an unwritten silent contract between a man and a woman. But that contract can't be verbal. It can't be publicly verbal. If it is verbal, you better do it behind closed doors, because then a woman has to save face. And women will sacrifice their very relationships to save face. Women are so concerned about how people view them, they will leave the men they truly love. They will leave the men they truly, truly love just to save face. Why'd you leave him? He cheated on me. And most women who are with high value men would say, you know what? Cheating is really not, so we smashed another broad. It's just sex. I'm not going to trip over that. Now, if his side piece is pissing plus signs and my piss is hurting my vagina because I've got an STD, okay, now we can talk. But as long as I don't find out about it, I'm good with it. That's what it is. But women can't handle the truth. Bitches are always steady talking. Be honest with me. Be real. Tell us the truth. Give us give it to us straight. No, women can't handle the truth. This is why we lie to you.
It's this whole, okay, I can jump from this girl to this girl.
But
I can have a kid here.
I don't think most men want 2 wives. It's like 2 headaches.
No, but
if you've seen the way modern women behave, there's nothing worse than having 2 of you in one place.
This is the problem with men. You don't want it because you can't handle it, but then you don't want to be monogamous. If you can't be monogamous, be single. Don't be with one person.
I mean, but why would they have to?
Why would they
I mean, I'm sorry.
We don't have to do anything. See, now she's trying to make the rules. If you're going to cheat, then just be single. No. No, sorry. And this is a woman not understanding the difference between a man having sex with a woman and a man being in a relationship with a woman. She says if you're going to cheat, if you have to cheat, then just be single. No. I love my woman. I love my woman very much. She offers me all kinds of value outside of the bedroom. Real shit. No, I'm not going to be fucking single just to make you happy. Sorry. Nope. Sorry.
You're in the top 10, 20% of guys. They don't have to just be single. They
Real
can
shit.
Have a girlfriend. Then find a woman. They get, let me you gotta stop. When they can get a girlfriend, cheat on her, and we just talk to the panel. Y'all stay.
No. But this is
there it is.
Y'all stay.
There it is. You see? You ask them. You ask a panel of women. Would you leave him if a man cheated on you? Would you leave? Ask them, if a man cheated, would you leave? Then you ask that same panel, how many of you have taken back cheating boyfriends? It'll be fucking crickets. It'll be crickets. Again, because it's verbal. It's put out there. Women cannot say out loud, I will accept a man's cheating. It makes them look bad. They have to say, if he cheats, I'll leave. That's what they have to say. But deep down, they know they're not going anywhere.
This is the problem. It's not that you need to have a girlfriend and cheat on her. Have a girlfriend and tell her I'm not monogamous.
No, sweetheart. If we do tell her, I'm not. See, this is what women try to do. You see, this response is a reaction, and I say this all the time. It's law number, I forget, I think it's law number 33 or 34 of the 49 laws of Sharpe. Women cannot stand it when men have a decided advantage on the sexual marketplace. The men she's talking about don't want her. The top 15% of men don't want to fuck this fat bitch. They don't want to fuck her. They want to fuck her. Yet she wants to talk to the, she's going to give all of these instructions to men who would never look at her twice. Dude, only the obese bitches like this are bitching and moaning about what the men who don't want them in the first place should be doing. Get the fuck out of here. You don't get to tell men of value what they can or can't do, least of all looking like that. The fuck are you talking about?
So if you want to be with me and I give you these perks.
Yeah, but why would he do that?
What perks do you give him? What perks do you give him? Like, fuck out of here.
When he can just cheat on you and y'all
No,
say.
but then when you get the toxic behavior from her, don't moan. When she then vandalizes your whole property and everything else.
Oh. When she vandalizes your whole property, so what are you threatening us now? This woman literally threatened us. Oh, okay. Pearl hit her with the facts. She's like, look, y'all can say whatever you want. You guys stay with these dudes. Then she says, oh, well, then the toxic behavior. So now you're talking about breaking the law to teach a man a lesson? You could vandalize his car. You could cut up all the leather. Doesn't matter. He'll have you arrested, thrown in jail. He'll be on to the next bitch. And you still won't leave him alone. Do you see how women respond? Do you see how women respond to straight facts? She's like, oh, we're going to stay. And she knows she's going to stay because she stayed. Okay, well, you know what? I'll bust up your car. Fuck out of here.
Why do we put our bad decisions onto men?
There it is. Oh my God, Pearl is dropping fucking knowledge. Unbelievable. There it is. So now it comes the toxic behavior. I'm going to ruin your car. I'm going to mess up your property. Pearl goes right to it. Why are you blaming your bad decisions on men? Why not just leave? If you are that concerned with the fact that he cheated and lied, why not just leave? Why not just leave? I know why you won't leave. Because you love the motherfuckers, which is exactly what the point of this video is. Monogamous men are not attractive. It all comes full circle, guys.
You're just toxic?
No,
because I've been cheated on before. It wasn't fun, but I never did anything toxic or crazy or any of the shit that I hear girls say.
See that?
That's a you problem. No man can make you do crazy shit.
Okay.
You're crazy or you're not.
No, do you know what it is?
I agree.
For me personally, I don't call it crazy things. I call it disrespect and reacting to disrespect.
Okay.
Oh, so you call it disrespect, reacting to so a man disrespect the Jew, so you go destroy his property. Last I heard, disrespect is not illegal. Destroying a man's property is. Again, paying for a woman's bad decisions. This woman is sitting here justifying. Just think about what we're talking about here. This woman is justifying breaking the law. Breaking the law. She's justifying breaking the law by blaming it. Well, it was my cheating boyfriend. Fuck out of here.
For example, I feel like when a woman doesn't react and a man cheats and he gets away with it, he doesn't learn that this has hurt or impacted someone. When a woman then...
We don't give a shit if it hurts or impacts you. We don't care. See, if a man... See, this is what this woman doesn't understand. But what this woman doesn't understand is that if you find out that your man is cheating, he doesn't love you. He doesn't love you, sweetheart. No. Monogamy is not what proves a man's love and devotion. No. No. Just because a man is monogamous, how can I put this? Just because a man is, how can I put this? Just because a man is monogamous does not mean he loves you. Okay? No. If a man loves you, he will not allow you to find out that he's stepping out on you. that's a man who loves you. That's a man who loves you. Men who love their women do not allow their women to step out on them. If I ever had, am, or ever will step out on Devin, I promise you, she will never find out. Hell no. No. I have way too much respect for my woman to embarrass her like that. Devin has been good to me for almost 7 years now. And to get caught stepping out on her reflects more on me than it does on her. Real shit. Real shit. That's what it comes down to. This woman thinks that if a man is monogamous, this means he loves you. No, sweetie. No. Monogamy, just because a man is monogamous to you does not mean he loves you. No. A man who loves you will not allow you to find out about his extracurricular activities with other women in the bedroom.
Then reacts. He has to either have discussions with her, or he needs to realize, right, this was a repercussion of it.
Okay, but in these situations, everyone reacted. And on the couch.
There it is.
There
it is.
I'm saying even you reacted. You were going through his phone. You were telling him like whatever.
There it is.
And like looking at his messages, or I can't remember exactly how you said you found out. So you did react. He didn't learn his lesson because he had like a million side pieces.
No, but he never confirmed that he cheated or anything.
Yeah,
so he never confirmed that he cheated, but you still assumed that he did. She's painting herself in a corner now.
But that's what I'm saying. And my reactions were they.
Yeah. So
when I first got the this must be confirmation because of obviously all the girls. Yeah, I reacted to that.
Yeah.
And he was like, I can't tolerate this. Cool. And then I left him. But then he did write me letters saying he wants me back. I never went back.
Oh, that's cap.
I just want to say
that's cap.
Stop the cap.
That's cap. Of course she went back. Women always go back to cheating men. You want to know why they go back to cheating men? Because cheating men are attractive men. Real talk.
I don't think you necessarily need to react, because I know you made a point about reacting for him to understand that this is wrong. Because I don't react like the way you react to things. This is how I react to things. If you do something that's wild, that's crazy, disrespectful to me, I'm just like, all right, cool. That's what you've done, and I keep it moving. So with me, in my situation...
There it is. See? So she's actually handling this like a mature adult. Hey, you disrespected me, I'm just going to move on. No, this bitch wants to bust your windows and go Angela Bassett and Waiting to Exhale. Got it. Because if a woman were to cheat on a man and a man goes and busts the windows out of her car, guess what happens to him?
Didn't react. I let you know that, okay, this is what you did. This is not on. It's not something I'm going to stand for. And I kept it moving. And years later, he's still wanting to have me back.
Yeah.
But so I don't think you need to necessarily react to let a guy understand what he's done wrong.
Yeah, no.
And I agree what you said earlier, where you said how, because I think I hear a lot of women sometimes say stuff like, "Oh, he made me crazy."
No.
Yes.
That was
You were always see. Now she's speaking facts. No man can make you crazy. You are already crazy.
You're either crazy or you're not crazy.
That demon was waiting.
As many of you know, I was just banned on TikTok.
All right, so shout out to Just Pearly Things. Out here kicking Danica Marie's ass. Before we go to the next video, guys, if you're not getting notifications when I go live, and listen, let's face it, most of you don't, and that's okay. It's no problem. It is what it is. I'm not gonna complain about it, right? There are a lot of content creators. Oh, I'm shadow banned. I'm not gonna complain about that. No, what I did is I found a solution. Devin built the Sharpe Stream mobile app. What the Sharpe Stream mobile app does is it gives you access to all of my live premium content for free. Number one. Number two, if you allow push notifications, you will be notified every time I go live. The app is absolutely free. You can find it on the App Store or the Google Play Store. It is available for iOS or Android. So if you want to be notified every time I go live, and it's every weekday at 3:30, download the Sharpe Stream app, enable push notifications, and you will be notified. You don't have to rely on YouTube. Okay, perfect. Shout out to sorry about that. Okay, let's go to our next video. So our next video Our next video comes compliments of our boys down in the 305. That's right. It's the Fresh and Fit podcast. The title of this video is, Can Smashing on the First Date Become a Relationship? Oh boy, let's get started. Oops, I forgot to unmute it. That would help, wouldn't it?
So the question here was, if a girl sleeps with a guy on the first date, does she see him as a future partner? We'll start here and work our way. If you sleep with a guy the first time you meet him, would you still potentially see him as a future partner?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course you would. Of course you would. So right off the bat, this proves that men and women are different. If me as a man, if I fuck a girl on the first date, like, I'm never going to consider her for a long-term relationship. But a man who fucks her on the first date is a man who has proven that he is attractive to other women. This is why women always consider men that they fuck on the first date to be relationship material.
Okay.
All 3 relationships that were serious for me, all 3 of them, I
Sweetie, just answer the goddamn question.
had sex with them on the first night.
Me too.
All 3 relationships I've been in came with a man I slept with on the first night. Yeah, that's a claim to fame. And where are they now? Where are they now? Where are the men that you fucked on the first date, since your life is so good?
Okay.
High five.
Okay. I mean, it's not necessarily a disqualifier in some situations. All right.
If the chemistry's there, why not?
Okay. Cool. What about you?
Yes.
Okay. What about you?
No.
You would not.
Oh,
and I would not have anything on the first date.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yo, when I tell you that this bitch capped out of control, holy shit. I actually watched this one. I watched about half of it and I was like, oh yeah, we're going to have some fun with this one.
Hold on, so you never had a one-night stand?
No.
Stop the cap.
Really?
All right, well,
don't be upset just because my style is different.
Oh, don't be upset just because my style is different. No, you're a hoe. And how do we know she's a hoe? Well, let's look at the proof. If you want to know anything about a woman, just go to her Instagram page. Here we are, y'all. Here we are. This is a woman that has never had a one-night stand. This is a woman that's never had a one-night stand with tits like that. Never a one-night stand. Look, all of her pictures are scantily, most of her pictures are scantily clad. A woman who shows off her body like this to the public is absolutely a hoe. There's nothing special about her. Again, I've never had a one-night stand.
Stop the cap.
Of course you have. Fuck out of here. Continue.
Say one night stand. What we should say is, have you ever had sex with a guy the first time you met him? That's really the one, because something could blossom.
There it is.
No.
Come on.
No.
Never?
No. No.
Never.
No.
She's never had sex with a man the first time she met him. Get the fuck out of here.
Never.
I believe her.
Never.
Oh, listen to the Sisterhood Uberalis. I believe her. No, you don't. These bitches don't believe each other. And the fact that she keeps saying never, 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 this is how we know she absolutely has done it before.
I believe it.
She went to Columbia University, bro.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Thank you.
I just gotta really like the person, and you can't like somebody so much on the first time you meet them.
Oh, now we're snowflaking. It's impossible to like a man like that much after you meet them on first date. Sweetie, you're a modern woman. Okay, this is 2022. This ain't 1922. Nobody believes the bullshit coming out of your mouth. That shit's not gonna fly. Sorry.
Like, no.
And I realized that I'm a white guy.
What if you're spending like 8 hours with them and
I did have long dates that went way beyond that time-wise, way beyond.
Oh, here we go. I did have long dates with men that went 8 hours. Well, then that answers the question. You have had sex with men on the first day you met them. And old girl just bailed her out of there. This is so funny.
Beyond they are supposed to, because we were enjoying our time so much talking to each other, we lost the time.
So no blowjobs?
But
Nothing?
no, absolutely
Oh my God, this
not.
woman. Oh, please.
No.
What about the
cap?
He said, what about the butt?
You give him the butt?
He said, did you give him the butt? Yeah.
Now we got
Oh, they got her.
You guys, I'm
They got her.
giving you a face that
But she's from Iran, so
No, I'm not. Iranian. I'm Syrian and Turkish.
Oh. I'm Syrian and Turkish. I'm not Iranian. Oh, that's yeah. You see, this is another modern woman who lives in Miami who thinks that just because that she has a different nationality that she is somehow above it all. Nope, you're a hoe just like the rest of them, sweetie. You're a hoe just like the rest of them. Your Instagram says so. Instagram never lies, guys. Instagram never ever lies. Devin on the YouTube side says, sure, and neither has Torsha. Yeah. I remember when Tori told me she had never had a one-night stand, I played the stop the cap button right there with her. I said, oh, you're capping. You're capping. No, I haven't. Nope, sorry. Nope, I know you have. Dude, a girl who looks like Tori and moves like Tori, dude, of course she's had a one-night stand. You kidding me? You kidding me? Of course she has.
Well, still.
Haram!
Okay.
Because it's haram. Obviously, I'm here drinking alcohol. It's my only opinion. That's the way I want to live my life.
Ah, here she goes.
That's me.
Here we
That's
go.
me.
Here we go.
It's a different story.
Can we still be friends even though I have sex on the first date?
Absolutely. I don't judge anybody for whatever they
No,
do.
of course
I have
not.
no business in nobody
Oh,
else's
here it is.
life.
This is funny. I love it when girls say, well, I'm not judgmental of girls who have sex with guys on the first date. That's when you know they're a hoe. That's when you know they're a hoe. When they start saying, well, I'm not judgmental. I'm not judgmental of people who of women who sleep with guys on the first date. The only reason why you're saying that you're not judgmental is because that's what you do. You don't want to be judged, so you tell other people that you don't judge them. Guys, that is a telltale sign of a hoe. That is the telltale sign of a hoe. Is a woman who says out loud, I don't judge other women who sleep around. Because women constantly judge other women who sleep around. 99% of the slut shaming comes from women. So when a woman actually fixes her mouth to say, do what you do, I don't judge, we all judge, especially women. You a hoe.
Oh. I have some really wild friends, and I love them. I just sit there listening to their stories because I love it.
Oh my God. Oh, so she's like Courtney Ryan. She's like Courtney Ryan. Yeah, all of my friends slept around. All of my friends slept around, but I never did. Even though we know that birds of a feather flock together and that the average person is the average of the 5 people they spend the most time with. So everyone around Columbia University was engaging in the sausage buffet, but you were the one. You were the one who refrained from it. You were the one who refrained from it. Nope.
Stop the cap.
I remember when Courtney Ryan sat here and tried to bullshit us with what she said. She said, sadly, I saw what the hookup culture could do to women. Sadly, I watched a lot of my friends in college engage in hookup culture and it really hurt them. So you mean to tell me that when your friends were out getting fucked by every Tom, Dick, and Harry, pun definitely intended, talking about what a great time it was, everything around you tells you that this is a good thing. But you somehow figured out before anybody else did that sleeping around was a bad thing? Because you're just not like that. Sorry, Courtney.
Stop the cap.
Sorry, Courtney. Sorry. Listen, I'm not saying that Courtney is a bad person, but she ain't no angel. She ain't no goddamn snowflake. She's had one-night stands and hookups. Please believe. She's ridden the Sausage Express just like everybody else.
I wouldn't be the person doing it, but I'm like, tell me about it.
Oh, stop. Here she goes.
She's like, yeah, the cap is real right now.
Thank you.
All right, it's fine. I get it.
He said the cap is real.
In our country, they'll behead her for this type of conversation. All right, what about you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think something could formulate if you guys hook up on the first?
I mean, sometimes, you know, when you have sex with someone, you transfer energies.
The connection.
Okay.
And then
What
that
about
shit
you?
bomb.
Yes. You can see a guy's long term even after. Okay. What about
Of course
you?
they can.
Okay. I think for women, like if,
of course they can. Of course they can see long term because again, if he was attractive enough to fuck me, he's attractive enough to fuck other men. And how do we know this? Well, because men don't fuck men that other women don't want to fuck. This is too easy.
if they had sex with you, it's like that. There's always that potential, right? Some girls will disqualify you off it, but I would say most if they have sex with you first.
Nah, most girls will not disqualify you. Most girls will not disqualify you off it. That's one thing that I will disagree with Myron on. You fuck a girl on the first date, man, she gets sprung, dude. Like, dude, she loves her some you.
Right? Yeah. They're probably doing it hedging. Hopefully that something more can come from it.
There you go.
With guys, it's like a lot of them will be like, oh no, I ain't taking that serious.
Yeah,
Depends on a girl.
It depends on a guy too, because for example, some guys are like, you know what, she for the streets. Or
Yep.
they be like, you know what, I know
She
for a
belongs
matter
to
of
the
fact,
streets.
I kind of like made it that way. She's comfortable, more relaxed, and because of that, I want to see where it goes.
It's a case by case basis with the woman, guys.
Yeah.
You really
just-
got to be able to exercise discretion.
There's
Sorry.
actually
Go
a
ahead.
saying that they're doing interviews on the first sex. You ever heard that on Facebook?
No.
Yeah,
That-
it's
that-
like
that now
it's
the
an
fir-
interview
yeah,
and audition the
yeah,
first night,
exactly.
the first time.
Damn, but I've been killing that.
Oh yeah, listen to her. I read on Facebook. I read on another No, bitch, like you're a hoe, and we all know you're a hoe. Fuck out of here. It's so, dude. It's so funny that these bitches they all try to snowflake. They all try to do. St. Jim with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that very, very much. Says John 15:13. Greater love hath no man than this, that man lay down his life for his friend / woman. Myron and Tate said it a while back. That is love. Okay, well, I'm not really a Bible guy, but Busy Izzy 87 says IG and social media, the ultimate tattletale that women seem to be oblivious to. Guys, this woman right here, let's just go back to this. This woman right here actually believes that we believe that she's never had a one-night stand or hooked up with a guy the first day she met him. Look at her. She's a yacht thot. That's what she is. And she lives in, here we are. Here we are. Oh, ain't that something? Posing in front of, is that an Alpha? Is that an Aston Martin? My eyes are getting bad. I do not recognize. Whew, man, my eyes are getting real bad. That's not her car. Let's see if she poses in front of any other cars. Yeah, she's older than she's older than she's older. She's definitely in her 30s. Let's see if we can find any more proof. Anytime you see a woman posing in front of a car, the car is never hers. I don't care. I do not care. Either way, we know this girl's a hoe. We know she's a hoe, and no amount of snowflaking is going to be is going to cover that up. All right, very, very good. Guys, be sure to get your hands on my newest ebook, How to Train Your Woman. In my newest ebook, I tell you how to get the sex, the respect, and the cooperation that you deserve as a man. Now, just because you're a man doesn't mean you deserve all of these things. So, before you buy this book, make sure that you have the requisite value to be able to pull this off. That is covered in the book. You also have to make sure that you get the vetting process correct. Pardon me. Which of course means you got to get your hands on my first ever interactive ebook, How to Properly Vet Women for Relationships. To get your hands on either or both, go to howtorelationship.net. That is howtorelationship.net to get your hands on my newest interactive ebook. It is a doozy for sure. It is packed. Dude, it is packed with information. It's also packed with coupons. So be sure to get your hands on that. Rocker21, $5, says there is nothing more magical than landing a one-night stand. Dude, one-night stands are nothing if not exciting. Okay, it is now time for the main event. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. It is now time for the main event. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. It is now time for the main event, guys. So, friend of the show, Drew Afualo, has a podcast, and I was not aware that she had a podcast until I got a bunch of emails. Cigarman85 made me aware of her podcast. King Life made me aware of her podcast. And I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't like or dislike Drew. I mean, she doesn't really move the needle for me. I've talked about her before, but and apparently she stitched me before and talked all this trash. The thing about Drew, what Drew does is, and now, For those of you who actually don't like her, she's actually quite funny. She's actually quite funny. Every once in a while, she does find a way into, I guess, into the laugh factory with some of her comedic deliveries. But really, all Drew is, she's a fat woman who talks shit about men in the red pill community. And the weird thing is that she never really attacks the arguments. All she does is talk about, oh, he looks like every school, like I think she called, and she's actually funny. I think she called Rollo. She says Rollo looks like every guy that works at AutoZone or some crazy shit like that, which is actually quite funny because Rollo kind of does. It is what it is. He wouldn't take offense to that, but that's really all she does. Like they call her the queen of the misogynist takedown. She doesn't take down anybody. She gets on and she stitches their stuff, but I promise you, she would never sit with us on a panel and have an open, honest discussion. I can promise you that. And the reason why I can promise you that is because Drew doesn't really have anything except for insults, which is ironic for someone who looks like she does. So, and I haven't listened to any of this, so you guys are going to be learning along with me. So here we go.
Honestly, there's a...
Whoa! Oh boy. Wow. Holy smokes. That's a big bitch, y'all. That's a big bitch.
Give me your hand, Drew. There's a time in my life where...
Is she already out of breath?
I thought about double crossing you, man. The views were low, and I knew that'd be the way. Views get down sometimes, man. Drew, that's a million view video.
I've said that before. I've literally said like the views must be low.
You think? Yeah.
There are some men like, and I know them by.
Oh, the views must be low. Hang on a second. Maybe I don't really know. Is Drew a Flalo? Is she like a celebrity or something? Is she a celebrity? I mean, I know she's got a big TikTok following, but I don't know if is she like a legit celebrity? Like views must be low. So talk about her. Okay.
Like I literally memorized their name and what they look like.
Wait, really quick. Whose views are lower? White men that want to talk about liking black women or people that hate Drew?
It's true though.
Yeah.
I talked about that with my friend Dom when she was on the show about fetishizing and how like certain men who like talk about like.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna take the copyright approach to this. We're gonna speed this up a little bit. And the reason we're going to do this, guys, the reason I'm going to do this is because I don't trust these. I don't trust these bitches. I really don't. And to be honest with you, dude, Drew doesn't know who I am. She knows who I am because I guess she's cooked me a couple of times, but I don't. Let's continue.
Liking a specific ethnicity.
Yeah.
It's giving me fetish.
It's giving weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hey, like, nobody asked, but I love bonnets and box braids, if you wanted to know that.
You're like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just asked you at the time.
And then it's like 18 videos in a row. Like,
yeah, okay. Yep.
And my black queens, y'all fall for it every time. Every time they get
wow.
I'll make a video like that, see what happens.
Okay, so she has 365,000 followers on Twitter and 7.8 million on TikTok. Yeah, Drew is honestly, and listen, no shade on her. She is the recipient of the woke.
Makes less money, but he's a hard.
She is the recipient of woke culture. She is. Because if there ever was going to be a male version of Drew Afwalo, they get canceled. You can literally, dude, you can talk shit about men in the most vile ways and not lose your channel. It is what it is.
Honestly, I think it's just the most intense form of manipulation too, because they understand.
But nobody shows black women attention.
Well, there's no like sense of like uplifting them in the same way that white beauty standards are uplifted. So like,
oh my God, is she really going SJW? White beauty standards versus black beauty standards? No, there is no white beauty standard. There is no black beauty standard. There is only one beauty standard. And the reason why, oh my God, do I really have to say this out loud? The reason why black women get shit on is because they make it easy. Black women have an attitude. They lead the league in FG percentage, fat girl percentage, and they're not feminine. We want women who are fit, feminine, and friendly. Her race doesn't matter. But most black women, you know what? Most women in this country are overweight or obese, but a much larger percentage of black women are overweight or obese than any other race in this country. The average rank and file black woman is overweight. That's why they don't get shows.
Like they're manipulative in that sense.
And it's super gross.
Yeah, they're abusing the power of social media to try and like get views, which is disgusting.
Yeah, and it's also like it's
manipulating the power of social media to get views, and that's disgusting. What, taking advantage of the algorithm? Isn't that what everybody does? It's so funny. People are like, you're just doing this for views. Well, yes. Yes, I am. But where they miss the mark is that when you're critical of someone on the fringes of the space for talking shit about the space, like everybody said, oh, you just went after Aubin Preach for the views. What? Aubin Preach been shitting on, dude, they were shitting on my homeboys all last year. No, me clout chasing would be me talking about, I can't even, like talking shit about some guy who has a motorcycle channel. Like, let's just say I go to some guy who has a motorcycle channel. He's got like 50 million subscribers. This guy, Mike Motorcycle, he's a fraud. He's a scam artist. That would be clout chasing. He has nothing to do with this community. He didn't say anything to or about me or anybody that I know. No, the reason I talked about Aubin Preach is because they attacked my friends, disingenuously, I might add. Other than that, yeah, we do things for the views. That's kind of the way it works. What am I supposed to do? Like non-entertaining videos? Like, come on.
It's sad because like a lot of like black girls like want to feel like wanted, because on TikTok and on the internet and social media we see how people talk about black women. Like it's no secret, like we're like the bottom of the totem pole type thing.
Well, the reason you're the bottom of the totem pole is because of the way you look. If you look at this woman, you can see why she's not picked. See, again, they're making excuses. They're making excuses. Oh, it's oppression and this and that and the third. No, actually, no. Nope. This is the way it goes.
So it's really sick and vile when these like attractive men make videos like feeding black women like, oh, like I like you, when you don't, and you're doing it for views. And
oh wow, that is okay. So that is a little bit weird. That is a little weird. So are you telling me that they're okay? Wait a minute. Let me just get this straight. Let me get this straight. There are videos of attractive men feeding overweight women food for views? Who the hell watches that? Like, I don't understand who watches that.
That's gross. Yeah, and bad karma. But I've said
no such thing as karma, Drew.
This kind of it's not the same thing, but it's in the same like neighborhood where sometimes I'll get tagged in videos and women will say things like, "Oh, why don't you talk about this guy? Like he's one of the good ones. I go watch the video and it's a fucking dude saying some shit like, "Hey, stretch marks, those are okay.
Hey, that pudge above your coochie, I love that.
Hey, you have a big fatty stomach. I love that.
Hey, if you have cellulite rolling down your kneecaps, I'm your guy.
I don't want to kill you when I look at you.
Yeah, I don't vomit when I see your face.
I love you like you should love you.
Yeah.
Girl, go to hell.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
This is actually quite funny. This is actually quite funny. Oh my goodness. This is actually quite funny. They're absolutely right. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about guys who are clearly lying. Like Derek Jackson wore the shirt, stretch mark lover. These bitches know that these guys don't want them like that.
I'm not platforming that shit. Yeah. Someone's like, I love stretch marks. Okay. What do you want? You want a fucking award for?
They do, actually. That's exactly what they want.
No. Oh.
Okay. That's why I said you want an award for bare minimum shit. That's why when women tag me and shit like that, it's like it's a whole bunch of different kinds of dudes. Like, and you can tell it's not real.
Yes.
And you can tell it's for views. And then I tell them, I'm like, get off your knees, babe.
Yeah.
This shit ain't real. Like,
Yeah.
it's not. Do more than that. Do something else. Okay, you don't hate fat people? Bare minimum. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm glad you wouldn't spit on me in the street.
Thank God. I'm so glad.
I'm so happy.
I'm so grateful to hear that. Like, that's why I was like, nah, go to hell. Platform a man for.
I don't know, like, first of all,
I think Drew thinks she's smarter than she is. I think Drew thinks she's smarter than she is. she thinks she's more important than she is. And I don't know. Like the way it goes is, and this is just, I don't want to be the Mr. Virtue Signaler, because there's no, like, entertainment does have value. There is tremendous value in making people laugh. If the only thing you offer people is to really make them belly laugh, then guess what, man? I'm good with that. But what Drew does, all Drew really does is kind of sort of just makes fun of men who don't like unattractive women. Like, that's what it comes down to. Like, who are we kidding? This Fanita girl, dude, she's fucking disgusting. Like, due respect, Fanita. Like, okay, all right, I understand you're trying to be funny, but, like, dude, what is this girl weighing? 300 pounds? 350? Not only is that unhealthy, that's unsightly. It's fucking disgusting to let yourself get that big. But then to go on platforms and talk about men who say, hey, we don't like fat chicks, that's somehow misogynistic.
I hate men. Let's just get that out of the way. I'm just playing. Y'all know how I look. But
see, I hate men. I hate men. Y'all, the only women that truly hate men are women that no man wants to fuck. No man wants to fuck them. No man wants to fuck them. And it's the same as men who truly hate women. Men who truly, truly, deep down, men who truly hate women. These are the men that no woman is attracted to. They hate what they can't have. This is fat women and unattractive men. Fat men as well. That's, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Feminism is for fat chicks that men don't want to have sex with. That's really what it is. Like, I'm sure that there are some beautiful feminists out there, but they are few and far between. They are few and far between. Yeah, women who are truly misandrists. I've never met a sexually attractive misandrist. Actually, we actually have. Red, she's a misandrist. Let me back that up. Most misandrists are unattractive women. Let's just put it that way.
Second of all, like, this isn't CNN. Yeah. Like, this isn't breaking news. This guy loves cellulite.
Yeah,
like, I'm not gonna make a video about
Congratulations. So that's what you want me to congratulate a fish for swimming? He doesn't actively hate fat people, so he gets an award? No.
Yeah.
Congratulate a fish for swimming? No, fish are naturally supposed to swim. Liking cellulite, not natural. Not the same.
No. And here's the thing. It's a lie.
There it is.
It's
Told
all
you.
a lie.
That's what I'm like.
Show me the OF right now.
Yeah.
The followers is not gonna do enough for me.
Yeah.
See, there it is. See that? Even the big bitch knows it's a lie. Even the big bitch, yeah, Guste, yeah. Guste is attractive, clearly a misandrist. But did you guys just see they acknowledge it? Okay, so you said you're a stretch mark lover and you like cellulite. We know that's a lie. We know that's a lie. Like, they know that men who, so think about what they just said. If they know that men who proclaim to like cellulite and stretch marks, or characteristic, or fupa, or if they claim to know that the men are lying about those preferences, and let's be real, they are, then they can make fun of, so how can they make, so they want to make fun of men for lying on themselves and saying they like fat chicks, but then she wants to make fun of men who don't like fat chicks. See, guys, this is why you know that girls who do this is all cope. This is all cope. Drew Afwalo is, we all have our insecurities, right? I've got mine, she's got hers, but Drew Afwalo is probably one of the most insecure people you would ever meet. Girls, especially, dude, big women who have big personalities are always insecure. They're not confident. They're not happy with themselves. They're not happy with their bodies. No, they're not happy. The perfect example is LIZZO. LIZZO is, dude, listen, LIZZO is, she's probably one of the most miserable celebrities out there. She's one of the most miserable celebrities out there. No guy wants to smash her. People make fun of her because she's too fat, but anytime she mentions anything about getting healthy or losing weight, anytime she mentions anything about getting healthy or losing weight, she gets hate. And so her unhealthy lifestyle is what her entire empire is built atop. It is built atop it. If she gets healthy, she's no longer a celebrity, at least not to the same people. So she's trapped. She's trapped, man. Like, she's stuck between a rock. She really is stuck between a rock and a hard place. She really is. Well, it's the same as these women. Drew Afualo wants to come off as this, oh, you know, I make fun of guys and I take people down and da-da-da-da-da-da. It's all cope. It's all cope, dude. Like, dude, like, she's overweight. She's overweight. Overweight women are not happy. They're not. And yeah, and I think she's in a relationship. I think she has a boyfriend. You don't think her boyfriend is looking at other girls? You don't think she's insecure about the girls that throw themselves at her boyfriend? Of course she is. Of course she is. One of the things that a lot of these Monique, that was another one. Any plus size celebrity with a larger than life personality, any celebrity like that, they're always miserable. They're always miserable. And they know they're miserable. They're miserable because they're overweight. That's all there is to it.
I need to see it in action.
I need to see that search history.
Yeah, let me. Yeah,
I'm trying to look at that Pornhub.
I want to see BBWs, all of it.
Then I'll believe it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, but not really. When we're talking about, let's flip the script. We're talking about slutting men out today. That's our topic for today.
Ooh,
in the act of slutting men out. So
slutting men out? Oh my God. Okay.
Basically, you talked about how that video was like so terrible. It was like really funny, and then they tainted it, like
Yeah.
they ruined everything, and then they circle back and they're like, "Oh my God, JK, love you."
Yeah.
So when it comes to that kind of video, and you've made other videos too, talking about objectifying men. In the same way, it's kind of funny because you and I are two opposite ends of the spectrum. Like, I'm mean to them the way they're mean to people, and you objectify them the way they objectify women.
Yeah.
So Drew is mean, and she objectifies men. So that's somehow cute. Like, dude, these two bitches are miserable. Holy smokes. Dr. B84, member for 32 months. Appreciate that very much. Says 32 months. Guess I'm an OG. Dude, you've been a chat member for nearly 3 years. Busy as 87 says $5 says, is it me or in the use can someone this, oh boy, is it me or Olton? He says, is it me or only in the US, can someone this size show off all that skin, yet people will openly laugh and clown a fit person for wearing fit clothing? You're right. In the US, this is the only country in the world where fat women can show off their rolls and not get shamed for it. Dr. B84 with a $5 super chat says, Lizzo is the combination of having a lot of money and being really physically unattractive as a woman. She has effectively crippled herself from dating any guy out there. Dude, Lizzo is rich. Rich women do not have good luck with men. They do not. Lizzo is also fat. Fat women do not have good luck with men. Lizzo is also black. And black women do not have good luck with men. They just don't. Like, Lizzo is, dude, she is sharp angled. This is why we know she's miserable. Every time she's coming out with, fake, self-love and this and that and the other, it's all cap and it's all cope. Pardon me. Drew Afualo's entire existence is cope. What she's doing is she's saying, don't pay any attention to what's going on with the left hand, wiping the tears on my eye, but I'm here on TikTok roasting these guys. Making fun of guys is the way Drew Afualo handles the rejection. Let me repeat that. Making fun of the men that don't want her, that's Drew Afualo's way of coping with the fact that men don't want her. Now, some people would say, yeah, but she has a boyfriend. For now. You don't think he's smashing chicks that are more attractive than she is? I've seen her boyfriend. It's not a bad looking guy. And if you think for 1 second that her money keeps him from cheating, oh no. Nope. Oh no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Which is hilarious. And they sometimes don't react very well to it, I'm sure.
No.
So, like, what is it that men say that have any kind of critique for you? Other than, like, obviously general insults. I get those all the time.
Yeah, but it's usually
other than general insults. Yeah. Yep. It's the only one that matters.
It's like, well, if the rolls were baked at 403 degrees, and if I were to, y'all do, like, there's no role to be reversed.
Yeah.
And, like,
the rolls were baked at 400. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. If the rolls were to be reversed. Wow. That is very original. I would never have thought of
the
that.
difference between me and you, I don't make the men uncomfortable. They eat it up. They eat out the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
I'm putting them on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this is so funny. This woman is actually, oh, yeah. The difference between me and you is up there eating out the palm of my hand. This woman is not happy, guys. This woman is not happy. Devin in the chat says her money keeps her busy enough not to notice. Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, it's like these women are laughing. Like, dude, look at this. Like, her ears look so small. That's how thick her head and neck is. She looks like she has kids' ears, but she's sitting here, I don't know, they eat out of my hand. This woman's not happy. She's miserable. She's miserable as fuck.
Doing y'all a favor.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I think you're hot, everybody thinks you're hot.
Literally.
Thank you, Fanita.
And you get the shout out.
Yeah.
You get the clout.
You get the Fanita stamp of approval. That's
You're
what I want. Exactly.
You're welcome.
I do not want the Fernita stamp of approval.
That's the only thing they've ever said is like, it wouldn't be cool if a guy did this to a woman.
You do.
Y'all do.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Google it.
Yeah, we do. Where's your proof? See, we do. We get canceled. When you do, you get followers. Not here to complain about it because that's just the world we live in. But let's not pretend that we're playing on the same playing field.
It's free.
Yeah.
You can find it literally anywhere on there.
We get groped on the train.
Oh, the difference is it's consensual.
Yeah.
Because that's I talked about this I think with Xavier, but the difference is it's consensual.
Yeah.
When you're posting a thirst trap, it's consensual because you know that this is the kind of attention you're inviting because you're feeling good about yourself, which is a great thing. Whereas like some women will literally be sitting and they'll be saying, "This is what I ate in a day," and then the comment,
huge tits.
Yeah. Look at those mommy milkers immediately.
Show us your vagina.
Nice jugs.
Your ass is so fat.
Yeah,
anyways,
right.
Congrats on the brand deal. It's like a brand. She's building a. She's like
sponsored by Milk Hydro Drip.
She's building a coffee bar in her house,
Yeah.
and they're like nice titties.
Yeah.
And you.
Drew's right. Look, they're right. They're right. Listen, one thing about these bitches is when they talk about other women, they're telling the truth. They're telling the truth. There's a lot of cope, but they're telling the truth. They are.
You saw like half a second of them.
Yeah.
It's not even off her face.
Oh my God, you're wearing that big t-shirt with no bra.
Yeah.
I see your nipples.
Like that happens all the time.
Yeah.
And I know because I see it. Not on my videos.
Yeah.
Who was I talking to? I forget. Oh, I think it was Dylan. She was telling me that. She's like, "Do you ever get men being like creepy?" I'm like, "No."
No, it's strictly hate.
Ah, there it is. Do you ever get men being creepy? She's like, "No, it's strictly hate." You want to know why? You want to know why men aren't creepy and it's strictly hate? Is because you're not attractive. That's why. See, Drew is gonna listen.
Yeah.
Do you see? It's all strictly hate. Do guys see again? Just don't let that little nugget slip by. Do guys ever get creepy with you? No, because it's all hate. Look, man, even attractive feminists on YouTube, even they get guys slide into their DMs. Drew, you're not attractive, sweetie. You're overweight. This is why guys don't get creepy with you. Dude, Drew Afwalo would do anything to have a stalker. She would. She would. I guarantee it. She'll never admit to it. She will not admit to it. But Drew would love a stalker. She would love, like, all the problems that attractive women have. Drew likes to pretend that she doesn't want those. Oh, I wouldn't want to have those big knockers. I wouldn't want to look like a Instagram model. Yes, you would. You absolutely would. And the reason I know you would is because you're a woman. Sexual attention is the #1 currency for women. And when you are in no position to ever get sexual validation, you then turn against it. That's why we talk about beauty standards and this and that and the other. The reason why these two women exist on this platform is because guys don't want to fuck them. That's it. That's it. I don't even think Drew's boyfriend fucks her. Are they even still together? Like, dude, like, this is just, I mean, You can't make this shit up. Because I'll tell you, if Drew's boyfriend could have someone who is attractive, he would. But he can't, so he has her.
It's one way with me, Bev. Like, yeah, the door swings one way. Unless they just like my content. There's never. Sometimes though, I'll get comments that are like, "Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't say no, but like, your attitude is disgusting." I'm all.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean you wouldn't say no?
I wouldn't say no. So I'd fuck you. But look, do you see how her face looked? I wouldn't say no, but your attitude sucks. I'll bet you this made her fucking day. Watch.
Oh, to who? I'm all. Not to me.
Yeah, literally. Men are so delusional.
You wouldn't even be in the same room as me.
It's never gonna happen.
Well, and
I'm not even. You wouldn't even be in the same room as me. I promise you, I'm heartbroken. I promise. Yeah, Drew Afwalo thinks she's bigger and more important than she is. She really, really does. Like she really does think that she is. What this really comes down to, and I can't watch any more of this because this is pointless. It's just two fat bitches talking. What this really comes down to, guys, as far as Drew is concerned, in terms of her brand and all that stuff, she's strictly for entertainment purposes. She's a good entertainer. I mean, dude, I've watched a couple of videos, and a lot of them are very funny. But what Drew Afwalo does is that she provides women like her a respite from the cruel world. Okay? She provides overweight women with a respite. Right? That's what, like, fat chicks are always going to be this way. This is just how it is. This is how it is. Drew Afwalo represents a respite, a rest from the cruel, cruel world. That's what she represents. That's what she represents, guys. And that is all that, guys, that is all there is to it. That's all there is to it. That's all she does. All she does is she helps unattractive women cope with their unattractiveness. That's it, guys. Drew Afwalo helps unattractive women cope with their unattractiveness. That's it. They're not attractive enough to have boyfriends or husbands, so they talk shit about the men who don't want them. Oh, they're delusional and this and that and a third and blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You can say that if you want to, but where's this woman's boyfriend? Yeah, nowhere to be found. And where's Drew's boyfriend? I don't know that a guy who is with a woman who looks like Drew could be considered high value. Busy as the 87 says there might not be any more space in that room. You might be right. You absolutely might be right. Jay Blaze says guys become comedians. Guys become comedians, become funny to get women. Fat and ugly women become comedians for the same thing. Yeah, right. That's exactly right. Yeah, this is, I mean, I don't know. I don't know that there's a part that you guys wanted me to cover, but this is, I don't know. I mean, I don't have anything against Drew. Okay, so she's cooked me a couple of times. Fine, whatever. I don't care. I don't care, man. I live a great life. I live a great life. I've made and have a shitload of money for all you pocket watchers out there. I can buy anything I want, do whatever I want. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so a fat chick who happens to have a following made fun of me a couple of times. Big deal. Big deal. Because I can promise you this. My life expectancy is a lot longer than hers. She is going to die before I do, barring any unforeseen circumstances. I can promise you she probably has a slew of health problems, but hey, listen, she's got money. I'm good with that. I'm good with that, but I don't know. I just don't have the energy to hate someone like Drew Afwalo. I think that deep down she's miserable. I think creating this content gives her a form of escape, right? And the content gives her viewers and followers a form of escape. But when they turn her content off, they're they're not. They're telling their audience, and this is how they hurt their audience, is because they're telling their audience, well, if a man doesn't like fat women, then there's something wrong with men. And we wonder why women have this attitude. Well, it's because of women like Drew. It's because of women like Drew. Drew indirectly tells, actually, she directly and indirectly tells her audience that if men don't like your curves, if men are not attracted to women who are overweight, this bitch is obese. Holy shit. But if men don't like women who look like that, then there's something wrong with the women. You don't need to change, they do. That's the one way, that's the one thing Drew is doing to hurt her audience. It really is. So now women have to ask, okay, I love her comedy, and I think it's funny when she cooks these broads, or when she cooks these dudes, but is it really worth having high blood pressure? Is it really worth being diabetic? Is it really worth me crying into a pint of whatever flavor ice cream because I realize I'm too fat to get swiped right on Tinder? Maybe for some girls it's worth it. Maybe for some girls it's not. But in the end, Drew is the digital manifestation. She is the digital manifestation of the average rank and file modern woman. A woman who is miserable because they are unattractive to men, but they make fun of it in order to cope with it. Unfortunately, Drew's audience has no idea that her message, while funny, doesn't really do any good and likely does a lot of harm. That's all I got on that. I can't watch any more of that. I just can't watch any more of that. Vaughn says the black girl better drive a Tahoe. No, I'm told she drives a Thomasville bus, actually. Told she drives a Thomas. Appreciate that. A couple of quick reminders before we sign off. A couple of quick reminders, guys. Make sure you download the Sharpe Stream app. Make sure you download the Sharpe Stream app. It's absolutely free. It's free for iOS and Android. It's absolutely free. Make sure you enable push notifications so that you can get push notifications when I go live so you don't miss any streams. Of course, you guys know that I stream weekdays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. However, every weekday at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern, I do my dating show breakdowns. We're almost through season 3 of Love Is Blind, so make sure you get over there and check that out. That is going to do it for this, the 902nd edition of TSR Live. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.